Alrighty. Some wolves were harassing Joshua as he was getting reacclimated with the controls. No, that one's running away. He's running away.
Whack!
Hunting's
Horrible.
so hard in this game.
Shut up.
Motion controls suck,
They
Josh.
do. They're awful. It's not my fault that you Stockholmed yourself into liking them.
Welcome everybody
man.
to the show.
And don't worry, the competence is back, because I'm the one playing
Excuse
this time.
me? Competence? Okay, let's be very clear about something, because I was gonna comment on who was playing by saying I played last time around and I had a fun, chill experience just wandering around, but I understand that Joshua was a little aggravated by Jacob. Please, at some point in these 4 hours, could you walk toward any waypoint? And I was gonna say, and we're letting Joshua play today. He's gonna make a little bit of progress,
Nah,
maybe do
he's
some
gonna
MSQ.
speed run to
But
every
I didn't think
Whack.
he was gonna come out of the gate with that aggressiveness, with the insults immediately.
Come out
All
gate
I'm saying is
swinging.
good boxers come out swinging in round 1. That's all I'm saying.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Good
Ooh.
boxers
Dorito.
point at the crowd and make them cheer.
Dorito.
Dorito? That? What are you talking about?
Damn it, I'm already jealous. We're only 6 comments in. Yush says, guess who's seeing Mission Impossible 7 early?
Oh, you son of a gun.
Damn.
I'm legit.
And just like that,
I'm
I'm
legit
mad.
jealous.
I'm so mad.
I saw a movie yesterday.
What movie?
Not Spider-Verse. I watched Indiana Jones.
Oh, you went to go see Dial of Destiny?
Yeah.
How
I haven't seen it
average
yet.
was it?
Yeah.
Really?
It was.
It was average?
I mean, it was fine. It was not a good Indiana Jones movie. It was okay.
Congrats.
It was-
Sorry, I was double checking our sound on that, so I missed the last.
Joey,
couple
what the
of
heck?
comments
Is
there.
that all you're gonna say about the Indiana Jones movie?
mean,
It's the biggest movie of the year!
Is it?
No.
Is
I
it?
sure hope not.
For their sake. That's
I mean,
okay.
it's like what? I like how pathetic Indiana Jones is in it. Like, at least at like the beginning, they make him out to be an actual 80-year-old
Yeah.
until they don't.
Well, don't worry about it.
Oh my gosh, it's been a while. And by that I mean, it's going to become very apparent that I've been playing another game with similar control scheme to this.
I'm gonna be like, so we've had this conversation unrelated to the actual existence, unrelated to Indiana Jones 5, and we've talked about Young Indiana Jones Chronicles.
Yes.
And like how I think the old man George Hall scenes are great.
Yes.
But
But
everybody
everyone else sees
thought,
them as sacrilege.
everybody else thought, oh no, George is making fun of us by saying Indiana Jones is an old man.
And
It's
now
like, yeah,
he's an old man.
because people get old eventually.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
How could they have done this? Wait, that's just metal. I can just...
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
I find the suggestion that like that character is only valuable as long as he remains in perfect action. Any character is only valuable as long as they remain in perfect action figure stasis in their plastic and never change. I find that just so.
I find your lack of faith
It's
disturbing.
so annoying.
You know, it's kind of funny because that sentiment, that can be an interpretation of the ending of the of it.
I've heard a little bit about that, but we're not going to talk about it because the movie only just came out and some people haven't seen it
No,
yet.
correct.
And I haven't seen it.
I'm not
technically
going
either.
to.
But it's like
I'm talking about like the actual the 2 minutes before credits.
Sure.
I was, I saw that and I was like, what are you trying to say by this? The answer is probably just make a happy ending.
Make happy happy.
Make happy. It was fine.
Happy had to happen.
I'm not saying that he didn't do outlandish things for an 80-year-old because obviously, but I was happy that he was pathetic at the beginning a lot of times, and there are multiple instances where it's like the action scene starts and he throws a punch and is immediately just put down.
And how is how old was Harrison when he shot Crystal Skull?
65.
And he's in remarkably good shape
For 65.
a 65-year-old man in that movie. Obviously, he's in remarkably good shape for an 80-year-old man, but there's only so good an 80-year-old man can be.
Yeah.
In the words of his now dead in Vietnam son, spoilers, I guess. What are you, 80?
Yeah, that was the only spoiler that I actively sought out. I was like, how do they explain Mutt being gone? And I feel like he died in Nam is such a cruel thing to do.
And also that he enlisted, where it's like he would have been what, like 28 maybe, and
he felt really strongly about it because he bought into the propaganda.
I saw that meme where it was two handshaking, and like one was this movie and one was Transformers 5, and it's like Shia LaBeouf is dead off screen.
Hell yeah.
Because in I guess spoilers for whatever.
No, wait, Sam Witwicky dies?
Off screen.
No!
He's not Witwicky, Josh. He's just Witwicky. Witwickians are the society. He's simply a descendant of them unknowingly.
No, it's because, what's his name? What's that actor? He's a good actor.
Marky Mark?
No. Dadgummit, I don't remember. But anyway.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
No.
I have one.
Is he someone in Transformers?
In Transformers 5, he's basically like, yes, I'm the last living Witwicky.
Yeah, it's like, I haven't seen it. So it's not gonna help me anyway. But whatever.
Yeah, but it's like
they randomly get good actors to show up in those movies for like 2 seconds for no reason.
Ouchie.
It's bothering me that I can't remember his name, so I'm looking it up.
All right, go ahead. But no, like, and just in general, I find like. I don't know. The
Anthony Hopkins.
Ouch. Ow!
For some reason, I don't know why, I thought, like, was Anthony Hopkins in one of those? Is that who he's talking about? Then I was like, no, I'm thinking of when he showed up in Mission Impossible 2 for 5 seconds.
That was hilarious.
I can't believe that I shot called, like, I didn't say it out loud, but in my head I was like, Anthony Hopkins seems right, but no, I don't think he was in one of those. That's weird. That I thought that, with having never seen a single Transformers movie. I guess I must have been told at some point. Anthony Hopkins shows up in that for 2 seconds.
Sheila Flower says the biggest movie of the year is Barbie versus Oppenheimer. It's funny that meme,
Yes.
the whole meme about double feature like got big enough. It's one of my mom's like middle-aged friends just like, oh yeah, no, I'm going to see Oppenheimer and then Barbie.
Tom Cruise said everybody should go to the
Did
double
he?
feature of Oppenheimer and Barbie.
Yes, he did.
Yes, and they come out like within a week of his movie.
Amazing. Woo!
I don't know if I will actually double feature because Oppenheimer.
This is bad.
I have no idea how long Oppenheimer is, and I'm just gonna guess that it's 3.5 hours long.
Yeah, probably.
So I'm definitely not gonna double feature shotgun those two, but I will see both of them. My main concern is, like, the last time I saw a Christopher Nolan movie in theaters was Interstellar, and that is a movie, like, where people complain, like, is there something wrong with this effing audio mix? And he's like, no, it's meant to be like that. If your theater doesn't have a good enough sound system, sorry.
It just sucks,
and
yeah.
And then I didn't see Tenet, but everybody's like, I can't hear a thing these characters are saying. And he's like, yeah, you're not supposed to because what they're saying isn't important. And I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? And then he starts talking about, like, just like interviews about, he's talking about the sound design and visual design for when they detonate the nuke. And I'm like, I'm gonna die in this theater. He's gonna, and people around the country are gonna have strokes when that bomb goes off in Oppenheimer.
That's gonna be awesome. He wants to kill more than the actual atomic bomb.
It's that clip I saw from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man where it was where it was like people in the theater next watching Barbie when the bomb drops, and it's Aunt May praying, and then the window just explodes.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. When the Green Hulk comes after Aunt May.
Finish it. Anyway, with the freaking
I'm going for it, boys.
Kick his ass.
No, I will be, yes, as they say, I will be seated.
Kenpachi Ramasama up in the club.
That, and honestly, I mean, I am looking forward to I mean, again, though I was I'm a little worried, as I talked about in that research log about Mission Impossible 7. It's it's kind of an irrational fear, based on zero evidence. Obviously, there's no evidence that the movie's good yet either, because it ain't out. But boy, I am really looking forward to that one because Fallout was good. I like Fallout.
It's dead. I killed it. Yay.
That should have damaged you.
Oh, it didn't damage me.
I like seeing things with no. I like Tom Cruise saying, "I'm gonna go to Europe and blow up a bridge and drop a train off of it for you, the audience."
Yes.
And I say, "Yes, King." Yes. Yes. Cinema is back.
Is that an ostrich? What the hell?
Yep.
It's dead now.
It's a fire ostrich.
He put up a fight, but he's dead now.
Raw bird thigh.
Bird.
Okay.
Birdie bird. Mine.
Darner.
Birdie bird.
So what are we doing?
What are we doing? We're climbing Death Mountain.
Where are we
boys.
going?
We're gonna climb Death Mountain.
Okay.
Oh, that hurt a little bit too. Yosh just said no spoilers, but my heart sank when they did the first map travel moment for Indy 5 and a CG plane was landing in one of the clips.
Yeah.
Oh no. That's disgusting.
At this point, just make it an animated series. Just give me like a cartoon. Just give me an Indiana Jones cartoon series.
Yeah, that was another...
Make it a cartoon or make it real. Don't put that crap in
That was
there.
another thing that really took me out was like just... I mean... It's like, I feel like an old man for complaining about CG in movies, but God, it's like...
It's gotten bad.
A lot of the action sequences, like, I was just bored in them because I was like, whatever.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's like that, saying Indiana Jones and Grounded is tough because of the shenanigans that happen, but it's like
I don't have a good hammer.
the opening sequence of this movie, like the token opening action sequence is like, come on. Come on.
Rubies.
But that's me. That is me. I was like, oh.
What, you don't even want the CGI Harrison Ford abomination?
It's funny because
What's wrong with you?
Hey, the de-aging, that was funny because like for like 2 seconds I was like, that's not so bad, and then
They talked.
And then stuff happens. But I was gonna say, it's like I was really taken out by that point. I was like, ugh. But like then my mom leaned over and was like, I think I'm gonna like this movie. I was like, okay. You know, that's... Hey, people like different things. So
I mean, that's the thing, is most people really are not bothered by the de-aging stuff. Like, I've seen people, like, I remember people were impressed by Clue in Tron Legacy, and it's like, he doesn't look that good at all, but, I mean, I still like it in that context because he's a fake digital thing anyway, so it doesn't. I don't care.
The fact that he's
so
a computer
early.
rendering is kind
and
of
it's
funny.
And again, it's like it's not like they're. It's like
here we go. We're in Elden
It bothers
now,
me
boys.
way less than most of these because in most of these cases, it's like bringing back a dead actor,
Yes.
or like we want to do a flashback with this actor, and I'm like, recast. Just recast. But in Tron Legacy, for whatever reason, because it's Jeff Bridges opposite Jeff Bridges in a ton of the scenes, for whatever reason, in that case, I don't mind it. Since old Jeff Bridges is in the movie more
it's the
than
best
fake
use of it.
young Jeff Bridges.
It's the best use of it ever.
I think so. I think it's one of the only times I've ever liked it in a movie.
Am I supposed to create the perfect system? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Remember that time in Rise of Skyman when
No, I don't remember anything from that movie. That movie was a fever
when
dream.
Luke and Leia are flipping around in the jungle, and they're both wearing the iconic blast helmet that Obi-Wan
How am I
improvised
supposed to fight?
30 years ago in a movie, but they found the exact same helmets because I know what that is, and they're flipping around doing ninja shit, blind and fighting each other with live lightsabers in the jungle.
Freaking! It was like test lightsabers.
And then
they were set to low.
And then just when I thought, well, at least this stupid ninja shit is being done so I don't have to see a deep fake of dead Carrie Fisher again, then they pull back the blast shields so I can see a deep fake of dead Carrie Fisher again.
Oh, it's good.
And now the entire map is complete. The circle is now complete. There's like a Star Wars reference. Since you were talking about Star Wars, did you get it?
I gotta go look up because I'm thinking about like CGI in the Mission Impossible movies where they do as much of that real as they can, and like what?
Actually, sorry, you were. I got to correct you.
Okay.
Right. But you were saying, oh, they have the lightsabers out. You know, oh, they might have killed each other. Actually, no.
Why?
Because in the film companion for Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, it says in there, because it's a good movie, you know, good movie.
Yeah, sure.
It says that there's a little knob on Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber, and it says it's an intensity slider. And that if you turn it down all the way, it's like it won't kill people. It'll just like bzz them.
Are you done saying autistic things now?
It's okay. He's allowed to say that.
Because I'm on the spectrum. I'm allowed to say it. It's okay.
Dick.
It's funny when I do it.
You know, we still haven't gotten to Blizzard. The slider, not the slider.
Oh no!
They still haven't released the chart. They
Yeah,
still
the
haven't
diversity
released the
chart.
diversity
I'm so
chart. God,
pissed.
I want somebody to leak it so bad. It's pissing me off that I can't figure out how many points I
I
have.
know.
I'm definitely the lowest on this.
What is Asperger's worth? How many points do I get? You gotta tell me, Blizzard.
I definitely have the least points. I feel like.
I want to know if I can get into your game or if I gotta be gay too. I gotta know.
Most likely, yes.
Probably I gotta be gay, or at least bi as well. I don't think they'd let me in otherwise. I just don't have enough points.
It's so sad.
Maybe if I had a cowboy hat.
But you
like,
don't
I just need a general, more defining feature.
Oh.
Good job.
Didn't work.
Why did it land like that?
I don't know. It didn't work.
Oh my
Jar
god.
Jar.
Stop.
Rupees.
But no, I was just like talking about Mission
I
Impossible.
said it right
'Cause
by accident.
I know you did.
We rewatched not rewatched.
Did
We
I
watched
already?
the only Mission Impossible movie that's released that I hadn't seen yet was Mission Impossible 3. So we went and watched that a few nights ago. It was pretty good.
Yeah, Mission Impossible 3 was better than I expected it to
Yeah,
be.
it's not bad. It had some really good stuff in it. I really
It was like fine. It wasn't like incredible or
No,
anything.
I mean I like what's going on conceptually in the final fight scene a lot. I distinctly remember when Cruise beats the bad guy, and you looking back at me going, that was awesome. And I was like, I'd seen the ending of the movie before, and I just pointed at the screen. I was like, keep watching, because something cool is about to happen.
And it was awesome. He was right.
But like, I mean, there is like a good bit of like, there's like a helicopter chase in that's like all CGI. Because or at minimum, probably the helicopters were real, but the wind turbines they're flying through precariously were fake, because there's no way they shot that.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Nice.
But like,
sorry about that.
But like, you know, Ghost Protocol Onward, like the whole
I
gimmick.
need to find some lizards.
The whole gimmick of Ghost Protocol Onward
There's
is
one.
we are strapping Tom Cruise.
No, that's a darner.
We're strapping Tom Cruise to the side of this.
Let me know if you see a lizard.
This building for real.
Or a Radio Shack.
Good joke. That was a good Kung Pao reference. You know, we're strapping Tom Cruise to the side of this building for real. We're strapping him to the side of the plane for real. You know, et cetera, et cetera. He's gonna fall off of this helicopter and grab onto a rope for real, with wires supporting him, but he's gonna do it
for real.
For real.
And it's like, it's interesting, like where they fall back on CGI because they don't have any other. Like, there's no way they could do it for real.
Yeah.
And one instance is like there's a fight, like they usually CGI happens at the very ending of the scene.
Nice.
I've noticed this multiple times in the more recent movies where like there is a car crash in Rogue Nation and a motorcycle crash in Fallout that are both obviously CGI, but they are after 4 minutes of the coolest practical car chase you've seen in years.
It's like they're compensating for it. They're like, we know that the CGI is going to take you out of the movie, but if the scene leading up to it is this incredible and this intense, you'll be okay with us fudging it a bit.
We're
at
not
the end.
actually going to flip a car with Tom Cruise and
Simon
Pegg in it 10 times. Sorry. But we will show you the car flying off of that ramp for real. We're just not going to show it rolling 6 times.
I love this little bit of visual storytelling. How you find an arrow in this guardian's eye, and the indication is there's also a spear here and a shield. It was just some badass just took this thing out 100 years ago.
Some dude.
Yeah, probably.
Oh man, Hot Spring episode.
Oh my god.
We've been waiting. I've been waiting for this.
Ah, yes.
These heal you, right?
They do. I don't think it will because I have Overshield.
Yeah. It doesn't heal Overshield. It just heals real.
That's how we found out that Samurai Champloo was good, because the second episode.
Oh yeah, the second episode they went to a hot spring.
Yeah, it's like,
and he said, you know, some fireflies even attract other males. Time to go.
Time to go.
Oh man.
Damn, I want to watch more of that.
We will watch more of that after this stream.
Excellent. Sure. Excellent. Very good. I can get caught up on so that we can. Yeah, years ago. With my friend, I watched the first 3 episodes of Samurai Champloo and did not get to watch any more. And Jacob and Josh made the observation of, wait a minute, the 3rd episode is a part 1 of 2. I was like, yeah, exactly. I've been waiting this long.
So sad.
So sad. I could have just done it. I could have just watched it on my own. I just never thought about it.
Oh, the Master Sword's power has been restored.
I didn't even know it went bad.
There's another lizard there.
Yeah, I think we talked about this when we got it. It's if it's not in the proximity of Ganon Goo, if it's not like in a dungeon or near Hyrule Castle or another like similarly cursed place, it is
whack.
It forgets its purpose because it's not being used for its true purpose, so it disappears for a little while. But if it's in the correct area, its damage output doubles.
Whack. Ouch.
Nice. You keep doing that.
Because it's funny.
Okay.
Because it's funny.
It's very funny. I don't know if those would taste good.
But like there is
we've talked about this before.
On the subject of the CGI trickery in those movies, like there's an interesting shot. Like so both the Rogue Nation and Fallout crashes that I'm talking about do the exact same thing, where like the crash happens in CGI, but then the camera moves in on the real actors in the real vehicle.
Yeah.
So like the car skids to a halt in Rogue Nation, but then the camera moves in and it's a real car, and Tom Cruise and Simon Pegg are actually in it. And in Fallout, Cruise is on a motorcycle, and then he hits a car and flips over it, and it turns into CGI. It cuts to the other angle of him rolling toward the camera.
Excuse me?
What?
Raw whole bird.
Bird.
And it turns into CGI.
And the thigh.
It turns like it's obviously CGI when he flies off, and it's CGI when he's rolling toward the camera. But like when he rolls into focus, it then becomes real Tom Cruise. Like he actually like rolled a little bit into frame just to do the whole like flying off of a bike and flipping. And like the CGI in those movies doesn't look great, but also those movies don't cost $300 million.
They only cost $150 million.
Yeah.
It's good.
So it's
good.
like
It's good.
So it's like, I really don't mind that the CGI doesn't look that great, because like
That
I
is-
have to put up with it for
that is
2%
funny.
of the film.
Because the budget of Rogue Nation is half of the budget of Indiana Jones 5.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yeah. Well, so there was something that came out. The reported budget.
Whoa.
The reported budget for Dial of Destiny. They've been I think they said it was like a little over $250 million. But apparently, an insider source is now claiming it was over $330
Exactly.
million.
I was taking that into account.
And it's like, and also a lot of these numbers are like you never know if they're reporting that before or after marketing.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my god, I keep forgetting to show you. I know I mentioned it to you. I don't think I should. I think I mentioned it to you. Maybe I didn't. I know I haven't told Joey about this. I got an ad. I don't know if anybody else has gotten this on YouTube. A promotion.
Oh,
and
this was so funny.
It starts with, bum ba 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 bum ba ba, and some dust blows across the screen, and two logos appear: Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, and Applebee's. And then after a little bit of the bum ba ba ba, it then fades into a country crossover rock that is the most it's like that you would never hear in an Indiana Jones film, but it's still playing Indiana Jones footage.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
It's like, come to Applebee's and for the adventure of a lifetime. If you purchase over like 35 worth of food, you could win free tickets to Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, as country rock is playing in the background over Indiana Jones whipping people, and I'm like, I want to die.
That was another thing with Dial of Destiny, is the music was just not there.
I've heard mixed.
This is what happens with Death Mountain in this game, Joey.
You get hot.
Hit pause. So you can explain the mechanics without taking the
yeah.
damage.
So I just burned.
Oh my god, hit pause.
Like a lot.
Please. Just explain it instead of burning all this health.
No, that's
Crazy
fine.
man.
I'm good.
So yeah, you are so close to the volcano. There's no like.
It's too hot.
You can't just like take off all your clothes or take a a heat resistance potion. It is so hot that Link just catches on fire.
So here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
We're going to go back to the staple.
Okay.
So you can't even just drink a don't be hot potion. It's too
No,
much.
that won't work.
Okay.
But the lizard we got will let us brew a different type of potion.
Okay. But yeah, no, the music, it was like, there were, like, I looked in the credits and it said that John Williams.
This is his final film score. He's 93 years old.
Jesus. I mean.
Hence why it's kind of not great.
I don't know. I've heard mixed things.
I guess.
I heard some people say it was pretty good. I've heard some people say it's trying its best and you can't compensate. I've heard some people saying it's really like just play the old themes. Play it again.
But
Nostalgia.
it was never at good times, and the new stuff, it was like fights would be going on, and for like a split second it's like there's a hint of something and then it goes away.
Cool.
It's like,
that's what you want.
It was weird. I don't know how else to describe it other than like I was like when I was watching I was like, this is not by John Williams, this is somebody else, and then it said at the end there he was. But I mean, he's an old fella. And, I mean,
it's not even that. It's, listen, sometimes people don't have good days.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just don't have good days.
Yeah, I don't know.
Steven Spielberg has made not great movies. It
It's
doesn't
true.
mean he's
Like
not
the
a great
BFG.
director.
Remember the BFG?
I was thinking more like, what was that? There's some World War II movie he made that's not very well regarded.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
It's called like 1940 something. Like just the name of the movie is a year.
Battlefield 1942.
Yes,
No.
sir.
Great game.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things where it's like I don't know. I'm not a music guy. I don't know these things. I don't know what I didn't like about it. I just know it felt off, and I was like, I'm not into this. It was a bit disappointing. Or if nothing else, even if it wasn't bad, it wasn't memorable.
I think you saw it. I tweeted about like it's an unfortunate situation because like. Raiders and Last Crusade in particular are like easy popcorn munching, like they're not like super complicated movies.
Yeah.
So they seem like, it's just simple fun. The problem is like they're not accidentally, they are like almost perfectly made. Mm-hmm. And in a way that is just it's deceptive because no effort is shown. You can't like it's if you don't have like a really and I'm not saying this is like you have to be you gotta have a pretty big IQ to appreciate Rick and Morty, but like you're not gonna like
I hate you.
The Raiders and Last Crusade are just really, they just go down really easy, and it is deceptive how well made they are.
Yeah.
And so people like go, oh yeah, these movies are like, they're good. It's like, maybe they don't even realize that they're actually like genius. And so then you go watch even like a Temple of Doom, which is pretty good, or a Crystal Skull, which is fine, and you go, I don't know, this doesn't feel like Indiana Jones. Yeah, because it's not one of the best movies ever made.
Yeah. Let me tell you, those movies, they sure never felt like they were dragging on, and this one does.
That one, yeah,
I don't even know how long this movie was, but
it's 2.5 hours long. It's way too long.
It sure felt it. It sure felt it.
Uh-oh. Look at all these lava
So
rocks.
what is the difference between Flame Guard and Fire Resistance? Obviously,
so Flame Guard makes it where you don't spontaneously catch on fire, and then there's a heat resistance.
Which is?
Desert.
Basically, the temperature
igneous rock, if you will.
The temperature here...
Steam, hot air, they say.
The temperature here, Joey, is way more intense than it is in the desert.
Yes.
So like the same
Come
way
here, kid!
We need cold resistance if we go up on a mountain, right?
Yes.
We need heat resistance if we go out into the desert. But
hot.
This is...
I can climb it.
This is more intense than that. This is way more intense.
So Flame Guard would work in the desert too, technically?
No.
Okay.
It's different.
It's not heat. It's catching on fire only. It's steam, hot air. They say. That was why I said it. It's right.
I know.
Whatever you say.
More Bionicle references on this show. That's what we need.
It is.
We did have like one of
only
these streams,
air flying.
One of these streams a year ago, we had a pretty lengthy Bionicle discussion. I feel like we're well past due for more Bionicle talk.
Ew.
When's the practical effects Tom Cruise starring Bionicle movie?
I found Diamond, ladies and gentlemen. Now I can build the ultimate pickaxe.
When are we?
Ouch.
Joey, have you seen any of the Mission Impossible
I'm still in climbing.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I saw one or two of them in theaters.
Did you watch the John Woo one?
I don't know.
That's Mission Impossible 2. He's got fabulous hair in that one. He
flips around
with
and does
pistols
ninja kicks.
Because he's doing John Woo stuff.
Dude,
it's the best one.
I remember an elevator.
Objectively.
I remember an elevator pretending to crush somebody.
That was the original movie.
Okay.
It didn't pretend to crush somebody. It sure did kill him.
Well, I saw one where
Emilio Estevez died hard.
Spoilers for one of them, I think. But I remember there was an elevator, and it was like I was going to squash somebody. And then it's like, it cuts to later, and it's like it actually didn't squash them, but then somebody just assassinated them anyway.
Nope, that's definitely... You just misunderstood which character was which.
Did I?
Yeah,
okay.
That's the original film.
That's the first one, yeah.
Okay. It's been a long time.
That's multiple members of Ethan Hunt's team in the first one that get murdered.
Yeah, the first Mission Impossible
when did that come out?
1998.
No, the thing I saw was in theaters. So I don't know.
It might have been a rescreening.
Hell no.
Look, it's a bridge, man-made. Wow.
Out of wood,
wow.
And it's not on
You should turn up the volume past 0, Jacob.
Yeah, I can't hear a damn thing.
Well, there's been nothing to listen to.
The video game. You're the one always telling me about the ambient music in this game's
We've been talking about stuff. I'm not trying to win you over on anything today.
The ambient music in Kingdom Come Deliverance is better, so it's fine.
Okay, whatever.
We were having a conversation about that before you got here. He was listening to that soundtrack while I was working on stuff, and he was doing stuff, and he was just talking about how he's like, I feel like this does a better job of the ambient soundtrack.
What the hell?
Games. Something on my face, and you are me. I'm Hellison.
Oh, a sun!
A sun. Yep. Are you strong? You bet I'm strong. But my big bro, Grayson, is even stronger.
Another one.
Well, well, well. Your name, I love that. Your name ends in son.
Son.
His head, the target locks.
Why do they all have helmets?
They're construction workers.
I don't think those helmets are going to help them.
How's it going, buddy? Sure is hot around these parts, isn't it? Even at night, like you wouldn't believe. But these folks from Goron City, I'll tell you, sure are amazing, huh? Eating hot pot even in this heat. I'm on my way back to Goron City, but I'm on my way back to from Goron City, but forgot to buy souvenirs. I want to capture some of those fireproof lizards that live here on Death Mountain, but those suckers are quick. So you look pretty speedy.
10?
I bet you can catch a ton. If you bring me 10, I'll even give you some heat-resistant armor.
Oh.
What do you say, buddy? Help a pal out of a jam by capturing me some fireproof lizards? Great. Thanks, buddy. Just 10 fireproof lizards should be enough. You can probably find some around here.
Just 10.
I only have 1.
Put a 0 behind it and you're
Can't
good.
you just buy that armor?
Yes.
Aren't you... You have 5 minutes of flame resistance left. Couldn't you just get to where
Come here!
you can buy it from?
Yeah, but I can also get 10 very quickly.
Okay.
That dude's got metal on him, and I would not be wearing any metal.
That metal is the heat-resistant costume.
What?
Yeah.
Don't think about it.
What the hell?
Don't worry about it. It's because it's red and, like, large, so it protects you against heat.
Yeah. It's like an Elden Ring. Except nothing like Elden Ring.
Except nothing like Elden Ring.
But besides that, it's basically the exact same as Elden Ring.
What are those? Are those keys or whatever?
Oh, crap, you're right.
Oh my gosh.
Back!
Foul beast.
You're down in this cave. You can probably just use it. You can use a bomb on those on that ore.
I definitely can.
You missed an ore.
Yeah, he knows. He's using these explosives.
Bombs.
Excellent.
Man, I like when Amber used to look like this and not ruined.
Well, no, it's because you can put it on an arrow tip in the sequel, so it has to look more. It has to look more aggressive and angry because you can hit somebody with it and it does damage.
Looks
Is it like
disgusting.
spiky or something?
Yeah,
Yes, it's like
yeah,
literally a spike.
Most of the ore is designed to have like the art now has a sharp.
Look at
point
all
on
those
it.
lizards.
The art now has a sharp point on it because you can hypothetically strap it to an arrow and shoot it in an enemy to up your damage.
Mine.
So if hypothetically speaking you ran out while you're here, you would just die, right?
Well,
you
you'd
would-
start burning to death. You could eat a bunch of food.
Yeah, you can always just eat just scarf cheese wheels like the Dragonborn and just power through it. That's a viable. That's you can do that. It's viable.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. When did they announce Elder Scrolls 6 again? How long ago was that?
The same time they announced Starfield. It was like 2018. It was 2018.
I think it was a year after Starfield.
It was no. It was the same announcement trailer.
Let's check.
Because he said also something coming after that, and then it played the trailer for Elder Scrolls
Supposedly
6.
that's not going to come out until like 2028.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
That was
Holy balls.
That was so funny. That announcement was so funny back
2028. Really?
then.
So specifically, there was basically.
Come here! There we go, that's enough.
I think it was another Xbox hearing thing about like the length of time it takes to develop certain games, and like they tried to be vague about it, but it was like, in fact, there's
a cave right there.
I believe so. Yes.
I'm pretty sure that it was.
We'll go that way here in a second.
I'm pretty sure that it was a part of the whole Xbox Activision hearing, right?
Yes.
Like months ago, there was a statement about like somebody just talking about how long it takes to develop games. And they alluded to a game that's going to have a 10-year development cycle. And everyone's like, it's Elder Scrolls.
There you go. Flamebreaker armor.
Woo! Flame guard. Too expensive.
And Todd said that Elder Scrolls 6
armor is
could
the
be...
cheapest.
Todd said a little while ago that Elder Scrolls 6 could be the last game he works on, probably because it's not going to come out for another 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay, well there we go. Now we
I'm
got
interested to see
Flameguard
what's up with that. Speaking of Indiana Jones, that Indiana Jones game that supposedly Todd is like... Because obviously
Todd's the producer on that game.
Yeah, it's a Machine Games game, but Todd is like directly involved in it, and he said he says whatever it is, he pitched it in 2008.
Whoa.
He said he tried to pitch it to LucasArts back in 2008. And this is apparently still based on that original. Obviously, I'm sure modified and upgraded, but it is apparently to some extent based on a pitch he made over a decade ago.
Interesting.
Yeah. That is interesting.
Ouch.
Unless, of course, he's lying.
He might be. It's Todd.
Because, Todd lies.
Todd never lies.
As naturally as he breathes.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
E3 2018,
Todd.
you are correct.
Love that, man.
Yeah, it's 2018.
Elder Scrolls 8 was
So it's coming out in 2028.
Woo!
Wahoo! Yippee!
I saw a post the other day that really made me laugh because of how true it is. It was the picture of Todd Howard, the picture.
Yeah.
And it was like
the picture that doesn't register as you're looking at a human being.
exactly.
Anymore.
They're like, this looks like this was AI generated. This is not a human being anymore.
Like it's gotten to the point there's something wrong with your brain when you see it.
It's like, that's not a real person. Oh, we love you, Todd.
No, we don't.
You're a cool dude. I like the way you talk.
I like his leather jacket.
I like your words, funny man.
I like his leather jacket. It's cool.
I like when he went on stage and said sometimes things just don't work.
And he said, I've read on the internet that our games have some bugs. I read it on the internet. It's true.
Hey, how's it going, man? That my happiness is the boss's happiness. That means it's Goron City's happiness too. Dig, and then dig some more, and then sell all that sweet, sweet ore.
Was I the only one that noted? This is really off topic, but going back to the very beginning of 16, Rosaria's chant is just that. Their national anthem or whatever.
Yes.
Is just in
oh
that
no!
too.
While we were playing it, I was like, "Why does this sound like the Soviet Union national anthem?"
It's good.
You need something? What's your name? Name's Grayson.
Hey.
What's it to you? Name ends in son.
Son.
What about it? It's time to work now. If you want to talk, come back at night when I'm relaxing.
All right.
Whoa! You scared me. What is it? Who are you?
I did not like
Me?
how his eyes looked like that.
I'm Jengo. I need to concentrate on working, but if you want to talk, come see me when it's nighttime.
Okay.
Okay. Did you get 10 things?
Yeah, I already got the armor.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
wearing
yeah,
see, I was
it.
wearing
Oh yeah, you are wearing it. Sorry, I was talking about stuff, dude. I missed it.
Nerd.
We were talking about
Gaming.
Elder Scrolls.
We were talking about gaming.
talking about gaming.
Now imagine Fortnite.
Oh
no, here we go.
Renfield LaFoon says chances on 80% of Starfield working on release. That is going to be the most complete, or I should say, bug-free Bethesda release of all time.
Ever. Yeah.
And do you know why?
Because Microsoft is forcing them to not release it last year in order to bug fix for a literal year.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Microsoft has they talked about part of we're leveraging the whole Microsoft Game Studios. We got a lot of studios. There are QA departments from multiple different game developers who are doing QA on Starfield specifically, and they delayed the game by over a year for polish. Anyway, I'm a digger here. As you can see, I dig and I dig day in and day out. To be honest, I'm sick of it. Gets old after a while. I feel like maybe I'm not meant to toil away in obscurity like this. Sigh. Is there a
don't
job
like
out there
how
for
big
me
his eyes
that'll
are.
let
I
me
don't
use
like him
my
looking at me like that.
strength to make a difference?
There is.
There is. There is. Where? Please tell me more. Terrytown. Not your business. Terrytown? Never heard of it. What's the deal with that place?
They need strong sons.
Akala. Terrytown. So there is somewhere out there that needs me. Huh. Akala isn't too far from here. Alright, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna strike while the iron is hot.
Look at those pearly whites. It's like Donkey Kong.
Thanks for letting me know, brother. Pellison and I are gonna head there right away.
Really glad your brother's name is that. Otherwise, you'd have to leave him.
Well,
I know.
he's just gonna be an employee. He could start his own business there.
Yeah, that's true.
While I'm at it. Pellison, we're gonna leave.
Huh?
Huh? Oh.
All right.
That was the same theme that played when Bolson left originally. When he was like, I'm gonna go and work on something else somewhere else. That sad theme played as he walked away.
Awesome.
It is a slow, sad version of the Terrytown theme.
Or is it hopeful?
Hopeful. Moving on to
Man,
better
no
things.
2 week notice or nothing. Absolute King just said, "Screw it, I'm off."
Well, I mean, they don't got like zoning rights and stuff in the Mushroom Kingdom. I mean, Hyrule.
It's true. It's true.
I don't think like there's a pension. I don't think that there are any unions. I think It's all for the good of the colony.
Yash
like
says
an
I'm weirdly excited for the indie game only because I'm like 60% sure Harrison Ford is not playing Indiana Jones. I don't think he has ever voiced Indiana Jones in a video game or anything like that.
Oh wait, I can't use bomb arrows here.
I
That was
really,
almost really bad.
But I doubt he will. And
Oh wait, Joe, you want to see what I try to do when I use bomb arrows?
Oh dear.
What'd you do? What are you doing?
It's so hot they detonate immediately in your face.
That's hot. That's good.
You said it's hot. You said it's hot.
Hot.
You'll get this now. No, I was gonna say, yeah, just get a. Honestly, you don't even have to get a voice alike. Just get somebody, because we do not want. So the de-aging, obviously.
Yeah, he still sounds like he's 80.
I was gonna say,
I've heard about this.
Yeah, so you know you can
by...
CGI his face, but not his voice.
Yeah, he's played by himself in a lot of those scenes, and he's dubbed by himself.
And he sounds like an 80-year-old man. You know, I'm not saying it's like he can't help it. It's just
he's 80.
It's like,
were you like 80?
You know, unless we're playing as 80-year-old Harrison Ford in the game, then you know, just get a sound
CGI has been a disaster for like just cast somebody else to play him. Like people will understand, right? Because he's not young anymore, so he can't play him. So they got another actor.
That's what they did in 3.
Yeah.
Just do that again.
Why didn't they just CGI him to look like? There's a whole series where he's played by 3 other actors.
It is true.
Obviously, people complain about that kid, but I think Sean Patrick Flannery is actually pretty good.
I think Sean Patrick Flannery is really good in that role, honestly.
And I didn't finish talking about it, but I think George Hall's good on that show. He's not playing. That's the thing, is he's not playing the indie people expect to see, but the character he's playing is good.
Yes.
He's not doing a Harrison Ford imitation, but like it works for, because like the point of those scenes is not like, people looked at those scenes, we talked about this like on a stream a year ago, but I don't care, I'm gonna say it again. It's
it's topical.
Yeah, people like got upset at the George Hall scenes, because in Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, some episodes have a framing device where there's a 92-year-old Indiana Jones in the 90s when the show aired, talking about like, you know, now listen here, sonny boy, back in my day, and then it fades us into our adventure.
Yes.
And it'll come back up on him.
I'm on a wreck.
On him talking about stuff, right? About kind of closing it out. And occasionally those intros and outros were written afterwards, and they don't necessarily connect to the contents of the episode that well. But sometimes, like the St. Petersburg episode, I would say it drastically elevates the episode.
The St. Petersburg one is so good, man.
Did
you all get to that one?
No, we didn't get to that one.
Oh, it's so good.
Joey and I only watched a couple of episodes.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Oh, that's bad.
Lois, what the hell?
What is that up there? Oh, jeez, Lois.
Oh, this reminds me of a time that I was I was at that spaghetti eating contest and someone vomited meatballs all over me. That feels like something they would say on there.
It is. That's not. Honestly, the state of it these days, I imagine that it was just like, oh, Lois, this is the worst than that time I was playing Breath of the Wild and a blood moon appeared.
But like, I really.
Oh, dang it!
I activated the cutscene before the blood moon.
It's gonna be really funny. We're gonna go just cutscenes back to back.
What the hell?
What the hell? This reminds me of that time that I was watching Skyfall and he was eating that. He had to drink that drink while the scorpion was on his hand.
That was pretty cool. Man, Daniel Craig is so cool. Here he is now.
It's Daniel Craig. It's his cameo. It's his cameo in this game. He's a really big fan of Zelda. He asked, "Can I voice one of the giant robots?" He said, "Sure, Daniel Craig."
They said, "Can you speak in a French accent?" He said, "But of course."
That's a different reference.
Oui.
That's a different actor.
I know.
Doing a cameo. But anyway,
why was it Carrie Ells, one of the people they approached to be James Bond?
I still have not heard somebody, like, I've never heard him say his own last name, so I still don't know how it's pronounced.
I think it's just is.
Yeah, that's how he pronounces it on a day-to-day basis. I love that he, like, just like, he bumps into Spielberg in the supermarket. I hear you're making a Tintin movie. Please put me in it. Sure, there's one minor character with 5 lines I haven't cast yet. Can you do a French accent? But of course.
Did you skip it?
Yeah.
It's going to be really funny if
so
Spielberg didn't come back for the Indiana Jones movie, but he does make one more Tintin movie.
Please. I want the Calculus Affair.
Any would
They're
going to
make Prisoners of the Sun instead. That's the easier one.
They said they were going back between Prisoners of the Sun or Calculus Affair, and I'm like, I know which one I would prefer to see, but also like he made Secret of the Unicorn and Crab with the Golden Claws way more interesting.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say he did it, as if nobody else.
No, he did it.
But you know what I mean. Like Crab with the Golden Claws is a good starting
He'd
point
take
for
me
a film
somewhere
because-
nice.
Like Crab with the Golden Claws is a smart place to start because it introduces Haddock, obviously. And then you combine it with Secret of the Unicorn because you get to have the flashback stuff in it, but you drop like the slightly more boring London stuff.
Oh my gosh, that's expensive.
That is pricey as hell.
Oh, it's because it looks cool.
It looks okay.
But like,
like that one
I do
Halloween
think it's point being that movie. Tintin and the Secret of the Unicorn is better than the book Crab with the Golden Claws or book Secret of the Unicorn. Yeah. So I have every confidence that a film adaptation of Prisoners of the Sun would probably wind up being better than Prisoners of the Sun. I guess, and also Seven Crystal Balls because that's it's a two-parter. Yeah. Not to be clear, not that those books are bad. It's just not my first instinct of wanting to adapt to an exciting movie because there's not a ton of action. There's a lot of adventure. But it's short on the action part of the action adventure. Whereas Calculus Affair has a lot of action and a lot of adventure, and it would feel totally different from Secret of the Unicorn. Because, Secret of the Unicorn's a globe-trotting, exotic adventure, and, Calculus Affair is... Calculus Affair is a Cold War European espionage adventure. That's great. And it would feel really different. Oh. It would be the James Bond movie that Spielberg never got to direct.
That was Indiana Jones.
The James Bond movie that Spielberg never got to direct.
Yeah, that was Indiana Jones. He already made it.
Well, no, he wanted to make James Bond, and then George Lucas said, "I got a better character than James Bond." He didn't make a James Bond movie.
He was like, "This guy's gonna have a whip. It makes him way better. He has a hat too.
He's got he's got a whip and a hat, and
I really like the hat.
And
You're gonna like the hat too.
And I think we should bury something in the script of Raiders that implies he dated Marion when she was like 16 years old, and he was 25.
No. When she was 12, and then Steve says, "No, that's disgusting." Fine, can we make it where she's 15?
It makes the character.
Please.
It makes the character more interesting.
I want to have her be at least I will not budge from 15.
Well, I don't have a clue what you guys are going about.
Karen Allen was 25 when they shot Raiders. Harrison was like 36.
Yeah.
And there's a quick line in the movie where they said the two of them had an affair 10 years ago.
Oh, I see.
I don't think they ever say what Marion's age actually is. But there is an interview where George is like, I think it makes him, more of a cad, if the implication is that, like maybe she came on to him when she was, 15 and he was 20, and, and that was what caused the falling out, with between Indiana and Abner Ravenwood. And in the interview, Kasdan and Spielberg are, trying to be like, well, maybe she was, 16 or, 18. Maybe but then Lucas is like, no, but but doesn't it make it more, it makes it more interesting if it was and then
they're like, shut up, George.
George, shut up.
Please,
oh my gosh, George. But I just thought it would be great if he was a pedophile. I thought it would really add to the character.
Well, it was the 20s.
Make him more.
Hey, it was the 20s.
It was simpler times.
Make him more.
It was a different time.
I want him to be a sex pervert. Okay, let's talk to this guy.
Drat, that blasted Rodania. What's wrong?
It's Bluto.
With Rodania running wild recently, Death Mountain's eruptions have gotten real bad, I tell ya. You see that Rodania stomping around up there on the mountain? Yeah, I see it.
He's actually frozen in time. Oh,
now you say that 100 years ago it actually used to protect our people from harm. But that was then and this is now.
I like this guy.
Now all it does is mess up our mining operations. We're all suffering because it's stopping us from doing business. I can't tell you how many times we've used the cannon to chase off that fiend. But it always comes back. Dude, are you okay? It's just some back pain. Wait, who are you? I'm just a traveler, just a guy. I see. So then you came all this way to pay your respects to me? Well, I like you already, brother.
Brother.
You elves are all the same. All flash, no fury.
Well, My name's Bluto.
Get it? 'Cause Hylians are like elves.
I'm the great Goron boss, who's fearsome enough to silence a crying child, or to make a silenced child cry either way.
What do you mean by that?
Yes, it is none other than I, Bluto. I was planning to drive off Redania like I always do, but then this blasted pain in my back flared up out of nowhere. Blasted Yonobo, when will he return?
Yonobo.
Who's this Yonobo cat? Hey, Yonobo is a young Goron who helps me drive off Redania. He went off to grab some painkillers for my back at the abandoned North Mine.
We've invented opioids in this world.
But he hasn't come back yet. He's supposed to meet me on the exact spot you're standing on. Thanks for respecting the rules that I have about how far away people stand from me, but you're standing on that target real nice. I appreciate you understanding the social decorum I expect from people who come
Listen,
to
we
visit
don't
me.
know their traditions.
Slacker. He's off somewhere wasting time. Hey, if you happen to see Yonobo, will you let him know I'm looking for him?
Nah.
No! Ouch.
Dang you! I'm just warming up. You pathetic worm!
Have a good night, Sheila. Sheila's taking off. It's late where
Goodbye.
she is. See you later.
Thanks for stopping in.
Just warming up. You pathetic worm!
Well, no, Yush. Yush says, I got a better version of Indiana James Bond. He has a whip and a hat and is a potential pedophile, and oh, it's not aliens, it's extra-dimensional beings that look like aliens. Well,
Interdimensional beings.
First of all, Lucas wanted them to be aliens. Spielberg said he didn't want to do aliens, so George said,
So
well, what if they
George
were...
bullshitted it.
What if
He
they
said,
were-
what if they weren't
What if
aliens?
they weren't aliens? What if they were extra-dimensional beings
They just
instead?
happen to look like the ones from the Roswell crash.
What if
you
they
know,
just
like
ha- what if they-
like in the 50s,
What
with
if-
like
what
the
if it was a-
sci-fi B movies.
What if it was a twist that they weren't aliens? They were interdimensional beings, but then they get in a saucer at the end and fly away, and they look like aliens, and they're in Area 51, and someone says Roswell in the movie. Did somebody say Roswell in the movie? I feel like somebody says
Well,
Roswell.
no, but you see distant cousin, perhaps.
Oh yes, a distant cousin. No, that's what I'm saying. They mentioned.
They
Roswell.
literally show Roswell aliens in the movie.
Well, no, that's why it's a twist, because they were interdimensional beings the whole
Whole
time.
time.
Don't you see, Stephen? Don't you see, Stephen? It was actually.
I would never betray.
Why'd you do that?
Forgot it was still on that.
Yeah, he was still set. He hadn't fired another arrow since then.
Oh, that was a Korok. I didn't know what that was.
Where?
Was that a Korok?
No, that's
No,
an
that's
Octorok.
not-
I'm sorry, not a Korok. I meant an Octorok.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, no. In this area, they have a stone on their head, so when they go underground, they're double protected.
Whoa,
You can't
that's
hurt them.
Invincible.
Yeah,
They're so scary.
I'm just gonna run by him.
that's
I really
fair.
don't care that
That's
much.
fair.
Oh, the frame rate loves this
It's
area.
good.
This area is actually I'm just never like this area is actually really different in tiers.
Oh,
'cause
it's
all
incredibly
this
different.
lava's drained in tiers.
Whoa!
Well, hey, stop that! That's the boss's cannon. Don't you dare touch that lever. Don't you dare touch that dial. Because we got some really crazy stuff coming up next.
You mean this lever?
You mean this lever? You mean this lever right here? That I can put this bomb into? That I can roll down here?
Bombs.
Woo!
Dead.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's a
Everything
cool
is
cannon, but
going
it's not
as
as
I
cool
have
as the one
foreseen.
from Twilight Princess.
Shut up.
The one, you know, the that one.
Man, get on
yeah, that one.
Did we grab the shrine in town so we have a teleport point?
No.
Oh, well. We'll get it later.
Oopsies.
We'll get it later. It's
The
fine.
air itself burns. I literally. No, okay, I do. Now it's working.
The air itself burns.
No, we're good. We're good now.
Yeah, no,
I have level 2
yeah, the
now.
prompt
Level
just,
2.
The prompt just hasn't gone away yet.
Level 2.
Man, Zelda has had
Oops.
some real choice NPC designs.
Yeah.
Like those clowns?
Are those clowns the worst?
Those clowns are the worst ones ever.
They feel like they're the worst.
I saw. I mean, I think
The
it's
Twilight
interesting because
Princess
there's
clowns.
like it is.
I hate them.
I think part of the appeal of this series.
Just like Anakin hates, the Tusken Raiders.
I wouldn't want them to ever go away, but I think they're the
I think
worst.
part of the appeal of this series, and it's like I think it's kind of overlooked, is that there's nothing normal in Zelda.
No.
There's no normal people. Because I mean, even the humans are not humans. They're Hylians. They got the ears.
Yeah.
They have very unique like, you know,
Dead.
futuristics and designs and you know, just like proportions. This game is probably the one where humans look the normalist of the bunch.
Yes.
Because in Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword and obviously like the Wind Waker-esque games, like people like the proportions.
People look insane in those games.
The proportions are somewhat consistent in this game.
Is that the TV?
This is the most human that the characters look.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if
that.
that was the TV. Let me look at the VOD.
I really hope so.
I didn't even notice it. I was too
Basically,
busy.
there was like a massive screen tear.
I had clowns on the brain. I had Twilight Princess clowns on the brain, and that's.
Oh, I forgot. I have to 360 no scope these guys. So you ready for this?
Yeah, go for
To
it.
line it up and bop. Wow, it's moving. It's super impressive that I did that.
That song haunts me from that game, and
It's horrible.
The Mallow Shop.
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
I mean, but it's not that haunts me. It's the bop bop bop, that thing, that weird like.
Yeah, that. Man, we have brain rot.
The game rocks.
No, it doesn't.
It does. I can't remember the bad parts. Only the good ones, baby.
Sorry,
Let's go.
I had my headphones on. Couldn't remember the bad parts of what.
It's
Twilight
Twilight
Princess.
Princess. It's
Oh,
all
it's
good
garbage.
because it's in my brain.
Because it's in my brain. All I see is Star Wars inside my brain. We should play Lego Indiana Jones on the channel.
Say again?
We should play Lego Indiana Jones on the channel.
No.
Darn. Is it no good?
It's really good.
Okay. I asked. I've played it. I just don't remember it. I think that was the last released like Lego game that I played.
Yeah, the last one I mean, I'm a bit younger than y'all. The last one I played was like 2 years after that. The first Lego Harry Potter that came
Lego
out. I
Marvel's
played.
Avengers.
No.
Oh.
There have been several of those, and they
know.
became like big open world games. You can explore all of Manhattan just like in a Spider-Man game. Except you can play as every Marvel character.
Go anywhere, do anything. He did it. Whoa.
I did it.
I knew you could do it. I believe in you.
There's a glowing guy in there.
Oh, look at him! He's gonna play D&D. He
had one of those things.
He's gonna roll himself.
He had one of those promo popcorn boxes for the D&D.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
those 20-sided popcorn things that were
Yeah.
AMC theaters for the D&D movie.
That thing rocks.
A lot of like promotional popcorn things you
Okay,
see
turn
from
it up.
movies
No,
are not great.
That one was hilarious.
That one was
Yeah.
cool.
Time for the worst VA in this game.
Monsters! They're here! They found me! Help!
I don't like to cut this guy's joke.
Neither do I. He's a horrible human.
It's because he's not,
Objectively.
He's not a human.
he's not a human.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I would do it.
He's
What
a dwarf.
racist.
Still is garbage.
Thank you for your stuff. You know. Bob.
Thank you.
I don't think he's the worst voice actor in the game. I mean, I honestly
Who's
think.
worse?
I really don't
That's
think.
weak as hell.
I think
Yeah,
a lot
it
of the actors in this are doing fine with bad material. There's very few characters have good lines to say. How do you play what he just did? How do you play what he just did?
You don't. You die.
Yeah.
You turn him into a high school girl and you give it a Japanese voice actress and have her shrill.
Exactly. Were you the one who broke through that crag to rescue me, Goro? Thanks, brother. But what brought you all the way out here to begin with? Looking for Yunobo. Oh, so that's it. Boss told you to come find me.
How did you get stuck like that?
Thank goodness. In any case, I sure am glad you saved me, Goro.
I hate this guy.
My name's Yunobo. Everyone calls me Yunobo. It makes sense, Goro.
This is such a lazy verbal tick.
Yeah.
This sucks.
I came to get some painkillers for Boss, but a magma bomb caused a rock slide, sealing the entrance, Goro.
Imagine if in the real world someone talked like this and they were just like, I'm just telling you about my day, Huma. I'm just walking around and then every now and then, I just happened to fall down a pit, Huma. It was really annoying, Huma.
I would kill them myself.
By the way, how do you break those rocks at the entrance, Goro?
With a cannon.
I used a cannon. Huh? You use Boss's cannon? Well, that thing is so difficult to use, I thought only Boss could handle it.
What?
Oops, I nearly forgot. This isn't the time to chat. I need to deliver those painkillers as soon as possible. Sorry, I gotta run, but do come by and see the boss later, okay? He may be gruff, but he always repays a favor.
So he's peddling drugs?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a reward in it for you. Okay then, goodbye for now, Goro. This game and the next game both involve
Goron drugs.
Both involve corruption in the pharmaceutical industry in Hyrule when we're in Goron City.
Amazing.
This is basically the West Virginia of Hyrule.
God.
I don't like how little his eyes are. I know it's a weird complaint, but I don't like it.
I mean, you're not. Now that I'm thinking about it, you're not wrong at all.
What is
90% of the energy in Hyrule comes from this place, and 90% of the mining. I was hoping that would raise me higher.
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
You absolute fool. And you've played this game before. How could
You
you?
raise me up.
So is that that's just a rock pile for the cannon, I guess?
It's
Yeah.
a rock pile to blow up, and it gives you things. I really do not care.
Couldn't care. Ah well.
We're not 100%ing this game, otherwise I would see what's there.
When did we
frames.
start playing this game? Because I feel like it's
Like
been,
a year and a half
I think
ago.
it's been a year and a half since we started this. It might have been 2 years.
I
but-
think it was
Uh-oh.
my spring break during my junior year. It was
I gotta
spring
check.
break
Hold
during my junior year, if I recall correctly.
We gotta check. It's important.
You're
that we
getting
know this for
clobbered.
sure.
I'm getting clapped.
Be quiet, Timu ad.
What?
What was
You
that?
don't like Timu?
I don't even know what that is.
Our first stream of this was on March 23rd of last year, so
Yep,
it's not as
yep.
long. It's not.
Like
not,
I said, spring break of my
I
junior
thought
year.
I thought we started further
Winter.
back than that. That's okay. That's not terrible.
Oh, it's still bad.
It's still bad, but it's not as bad as it could have been.
Could have been much worse. That wasn't that bad. It could have been much worse.
There's more things to light on fire, I guess.
Swinging flames.
Oh my gosh. What if you don't have an arrow?
Then you die. Oh, I didn't even hit it.
How embarrassing. Oh, how embarrassing. Oh, maybe go on the other side.
Yeah,
Or maybe
probably.
light it with any of the numerous other fire methods we have.
Screw off.
Meow.
I did it.
I don't know what you did. Oh, I see.
Barrel.
Wait, is that thing not... Is that wood?
Yes. It's Sheikah wood, though.
Yeah, it's
What-
fireproof.
Okay.
Special wood.
Don't you know, Joey? Don't you know how things work in the world of Hyrule?
Idiot.
You're in the know, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
What was
it
that
didn't.
for?
What's the point?
Can we not
Uh-oh.
open that right now?
I'm just burning it away. See if there's
Why?
anything under it.
What was the point?
Oh my gosh, it revealed a chest.
There's already. Wait, yeah. Wow.
It's true, we are almost at the end, but that's the thing, is this game can go on as long as you want it to, really. Like
true.
It's not
haven't-
our fault.
We haven't found the last fairy fountain. There's a bunch of areas of the map we really haven't explored that thoroughly.
We had found all the fairy fountains.
We haven't found the last one. No.
Oh yeah. That's why you said one of the things you said earlier.
What did I say?
Nothing.
One of the things he said.
Oh
earlier.
no, that was unrelated. Honestly.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. No. I mean, I did comment that we hadn't explored that area that thoroughly, but it was more about the rest of the.
What the-
Come here! I'm not done teaching you a lesson about cheating yet.
Now cook all the ancient screws and eat them.
No, I mean, whatever. It's like not a spoiler. We're gonna go there eventually. The final fairy fountain is in the desert, and I earlier, not because it was there, but just because I was thinking like we haven't really spelunked around in the desert a ton. I was like, what we should do on this stream is we should just go explore the desert, and the whole thing is just me reading from Dune.
That
So
would've
we
sucked.
just do a Dune audio
that-
book
That would have
stream.
sucked.
Once
balls.
again, you say it would suck, and once again, I say if he committed to the bid, it'd be great.
I wouldn't even have to read necessarily like I wouldn't like start from page 1. I
Yes,
could
you
just
would.
No, I would start from page.
It's
hold on.
really good.
I would start from page. I would start from page
Oh.
621, because that's Appendix 1, the ecology of Dune.
Wow.
And there's an excellent 1, 2, 3, 4,
yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a 9-page, essentially short story about an ecologist who came to Arrakis before the story started, and started developing plans and methodologies for creating self-sustaining ecosystems where plant life could actually be supported.
I don't know.
A guy who
Dune.
works with
I don't know.
plants, disgusting and unmanly.
I don't know hardly anything.
What
What
the?
I don't know.
What the hell, Lois?
I don't know much about Dune, but that
Yeah, how
sounds
did
rad.
it do that? That was crazy.
Hell?
That was crazy.
My guess is you got off the thing and it just closed on it and just.
Oh, that's probably
ricocheted.
exactly what happened.
It
Yes.
went.
What were you saying, Joe? You don't know much about Dune?
So I don't know about Dune, but that sounds rad. I like ecology, garbage.
No,
and media.
ecology-
This
garbage.
Dune is an
How
odd book
dare
because
they.
it's got Herbert's inspirations for it are kind of like all over the place, but it winds up. I mean, I haven't finished the first book yet, so I can't talk that much about how well it comes together. But like, it's very interesting because like a big part of this is just he got really, really interested in dryland ecology, and then wrote a book about a really extreme scenario. But like.
Can you light the other rope on fire? Of the other one to break it down.
Maybe.
That's not that crazy of an idea. It's not gonna. That's so crazy. It might just work.
It just might.
That idea is just crazy enough to get us all killed.
What's that from?
That's Squidward. That's when they're talking about pushing it somewhere else to get away from the giant dune, Dune sandworm.
See, I thought you were referencing to Better Media, Master
What's
of
that?
Disguise, because that's a big part of it.
Oh, what?
It's just so crazy that it just might work.
I mean, that's everywhere. That's all over the place.
I know, but
that's
that's
why the SpongeBob was funny. Where Squidward's like that. That's the response to we should take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else.
Push it somewhere
'Cause
else.
that idea is just crazy enough to get us all killed. Though I saw another meme of this the other day, but you've probably already seen it. The edit. Standing here, I realize is blasting in the background. Quick, Squidward, get inside of our anti-Senator Armstrong circle. Are you crazy? That dirt circle won't stop that monster. and then it's Armstrong beating Squidward up, and someone vocodes Squidward's voice. Standing here, I realize. Oh boy. But no, Dune's interesting because it's like a part of it is just like a really like, okay, I'm gonna go into the details of if there was an extremely valuable mining operation on a desert planet, how would you support that? What kind of equipment would you need? What kind of ship? How much water would have to be shipped there regularly to be able to sustain the people who live there? Stuff like that. But the big thematic thing across the whole series is it's basically about the idea that like someone who has really like zealous followers can do way more damage on accident than an actual bad actor with no followers can.
Yeah.
Like it is like the kind of the starting one of his starting points in terms of what the book is about is that even good, like any mistake or bad thing that somebody does in history.
Get ready for Goron Mount Rushmore, baby.
Yeah, any
I guess it's more like Crazy Horse.
Any mistake or dangerous thing that somebody does throughout history is always amplified by the number of people who are ardent followers of them.
Gotcha.
Kuma loves the face of the adoring children.
Uh-huh.
Look at the adoring child next to this badass.
Why does it keep cutting like that?
He's having a memory flashback.
Look,
Joey.
it's The Rock. This is very important, Joey.
Oh yeah, this is an important scene, Joe. You gotta pay attention. There's a lot of nuance going on in this scene.
Getting the hang of controlling this divine beast. I tell you what, sure is a blast piloting a toy like this around. Let those other champions know. They better eat their gravel if they want to keep up with the group. Speaking of which, can you believe this view?
Oh yeah, it's
Just
horrible.
look
Oh,
at
yeah.
all those delectable rocks sprinkled on those mountains. Mighty tasty. I may not know a whole lot about this Calamity Ganon thing, but
I just
my
wanna kill.
words, I'll
I just wanna
protect this
kill,
land of
Link.
ours to the death. Right, little guy?
He's
Dead.
Master Sword broken.
Hey, by the way,
The Master Sword forgot its purpose once again.
that's a really big deal, protecting the king's daughter. No pressure. Seriously, though, the princess is a strong personality. So strong, she can't quite see the range for the peaks. Remember that, and you'll be fine. Huh? What the?
He's gonna smash him in a rocket land.
It's the thing that the guy had.
What was I saying?
Wow, Joey's so observant of you.
What? Did you guys see that?
Death Mountain has been quiet for decades. But if the mountain is shivering enough to send out a bunch of boulders that size, then never mind. Forget I said anything.
Death Mountain's been quiet for years. He says it's actively flowing lava. That means it's an
Well,
active
that-
volcano.
yeah,
you
but there
mean,
are
you
also...
mean to tell me that Death Mountain
Is
good?
bad.
There are volcanoes in the real world. It's like you can go see a little lava,
Well,
but you're
yeah,
not
but
in
like,
danger.
but Mauna Loa is still an active volcano. That's why there's
But
lava in
Joshua,
it.
these are these ancient peoples living in medieval times with giant robots. They don't have these types of technical terms. Oh, are you okay? Yeah, just peachy. Dumb
Say,
traveler. Of
if I
course
was-
I'm not okay.
If I was these guys and I was sitting next to a damn, like, oh man, dude, what do you mean Mount Kill Orphans is getting ready to erupt? It's been so peaceful for so many years.
What should I call the mountain with the lava?
When I stepped in the lava, it killed me. Maybe I should call it
When I
that.
stepping in the lava,
When I threw that producer in the lava, it killed him like I wanted it to.
maybe I could remake him with CGI. I think there should be some people who live in
And
the
that way
lava.
he can like stretch around like rubber. Maybe
There
I
should
put
be-
a duck bill on him too.
George,
And like some funny ears.
George, why don't you just CG the lava?
His name was Jared. I like the first half of the name, but not the last half. I'll just make the first half twice. I'll make the first half twice.
And there's honor, because I liked him 2 times.
Jar Jar.
I think we should have some kind of aliens living in the lava, but there's nothing can live in lava except rocks. It should be rock people.
Well, there should be rock people. I like rock.
It should be rock aliens.
Rock alien people.
And they should be called
Interdimensional
And they
rock
should be
people.
called Bill Clinton.
Interdimensional rock people. They should have a verbal tech because they roll around. It's like they should make a sound like the sound of a rock tumbling.
I watched
And I'm
should
gonna
go
name them
Goro.
after U.S. senators.
It should go Goro.
I watched Tokyo Mew Mew, and every time one girl says something, she'd go, "Nya." What's that for? They should say rock afterwards.
What is, and yeah, is the sound a cat makes. What's the sound a rock makes? He goes outside and he drops the rock on the ground and
Goro.
it goes and it goes
Goro.
Goro. George, what are you talking about?
Yes, yes.
Shut up! That man made Star Wars.
What is that? Look at the rib cage.
It's a ribcage of some large.
a
Gunga.
large,
Gunga.
a large grungus.
A large rock.
A large rock lobster. It's an alien called a Yonobu.
Yeah, it's from the planet of
Yonobo.
Yonobo.
I'm gonna introduce a character named Yonobo. He's from the planet of Yononobu. It won't be confusing to members of the audience.
No, it doesn't sound like Naboo. I
It's the
promise.
same.
His species isn't a Greedo, you idiot. His name is Greedo. He's not a Greedo.
I would not put it past George to call them Greedos in an interview.
What are they actually called?
They're called Rhodians.
They're Rhodians? Okay.
They're called Greedos.
I keep wanting to call them Nemoidians, but I know that's
I
not what
don't
they
know.
are.
I don't know much about the different
They call them
about Star
clunkies.
Wars, but I know most of the most of like the Star Wars alien races names because of stuff like
KOTOR
and Empire at War. Because Empire at War, every time you invade a planet, it shows a little picture of the inhabitants and says
Oh,
what
sure.
What are the pathetic hippie flatworm looking?
Oh, that's
dudes?
Ithorians.
Ithorians, yeah.
What are we talking about?
The worm guys.
The guys, the peaceful hippies that have the weird, like, their head is like whoop, and they have like eyes up here.
It's the ones that would get shoved in lockers.
Where would I have seen these guys? Are they in
it's
KOTOR?
the guy who makes the shockwave in the Tartakovsky
Oh,
cartoon.
that guy with the strong lungs, right? Okay, yeah, all right.
He's like the worm. He's got like the worm head.
Those guys are peaceful hippies.
He's got like the worm head.
And KOTOR, they.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in KOTOR 2, they're like stupid hippies that should get shoved in a locker.
Oh, okay, got it.
Granted, it's probably not the entire race, but just this group.
Gotcha.
Who
Just
knows?
yeah. Maybe they're not the best ambassadors. Apparently, maybe all the other ones love violence. I bet those dudes have great metal bands.
I bet. Dude.
So, Joe, when Joshua references them, like they're having big, like the scene from the Genndy Tartakovsky thing, do you know what he's talking about?
No.
Okay, so there's a scene in the Genndy Tartakovsky season 2 where there's a Jedi of that race, and General Grievous is closing in on him, and it's the Genndy version, so Grievous is actually like scary.
Yeah, he's actually spooky.
And this Jedi, like his big head, right?
Yes.
It like expands, and he's got like both sides of his long head are like vocal outputs, and he screams for like a minute straight, and it creates a shockwave of sound that is so strong that Grievous has to like clamp his claws into the floor to stop himself from being blown out of the building.
That's rad.
And then there's a scene afterwards where like they're in the elevator running away, and he's like breathing really heavily, and like he's got veins like bulging.
It's awesome.
on around.
That's cool.
And Shakti goes like, they're known for their impressive lung capacity and 7 throats. And Palpatine goes like, yes, I've heard.
Man, I really liked when Shakti died for the 5th time.
But I was thinking like those dudes have great screamo metal bands.
Oh yeah.
It'd be fantastic.
That's just their regular, like that's their most popular.
That's their
genre.
music, yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called?
60.
Jazz is called jizz. What's metal music called? What's screamo called in Star Wars?
It's called jock because it's like jizz rock.
Jock because it's jazz rock. Well,
No, it's not jazz rock though.
No,
there's actually
screamo. What's well, hold on. Okay, so metal would be like Dura Steel or whatever. right?
No.
So
You're not thinking 4th dimension.
Dura Steel.
I'm not going to save it live, but I know exactly what this genre would be called.
It doesn't have to be explicit.
Yes, it does.
I think it doesn't have to be. It should be something involving the stupid naming conventions of metals.
No. Well, no. Here's the thing. Rock would have been created in Coruscant.
Okay,
for sure.
Sure.
So it's like rock, but you change
Okay,
the
shut up.
first letter.
No. That's not fun. No. Anyway.
Why not?
That later.
Why not?
No, I think so.
I think that's what it would be called.
Screamo and heavy metal would be Dura rock or something, right? But we got yeah, exactly. But we got to find something else here. There's such a thing as hair metal, right? There's screamo, there's hair metal. So it would be like Twi'leks. They got the hair, right? So the Twi'leks.
They have a name. Their hair antenna have a name.
Whatever it is,
It needs to be a combination.
Leku. They're called Leku.
So Twi'leks invented hair metal, and so it's Leku Dura rock. That's what it's called in Star Wars. That's hair metal.
That's so terrible.
Leku Dura rock. And so now we got to figure out what
is a combination of heavy metal and Mongolian throat singing. That would go hard. Combining
Well, that's what Cal Kestis listens to.
Dura Throx? I don't know. I don't know. Cal Kestis does listen to Mongolian throat singing in Star Wars. He listens to it. It's a band in universe that he listens to on his Walkman.
His Sony Walkman? Oh my gosh.
Possibly. I mean, I can't say for sure. Mind powers? You mean like real life telepathy? I didn't know you Hylians could do those sorts of things these days. Are you transmitting yet, Goro? What the? I'm not receiving anything over here.
Well,
let's hurry up and decide what signal we should use, Goro. A whistle? Oh, that's a great idea, Goro. When I hear the whistle, I'll either stop in my tracks
Oh, no, you're going to love it because it's an escort mission.
or start moving forward. Even though it's kind of like calling a horse, Goro.
How do you know what a horse
I
is?
feel somewhat demeaned to, like you're treating me like an animal, like using a pre-existing.
Because you are.
Using a pre-existing mechanic for, like, you know, for calling animals. You're using it on me.
On me.
Oh, trust me,
Like
I
I'm some
respect my
dumb-
horse much more than you.
Like I'm some dumb beast, Goro.
Hort. I miss Hort. I hope Hort's doing okay and getting plenty of food.
He's doing all right.
We're gonna sell merchandise with Goro on it.
I do like. Listen to this. That's the regular one, right? That's his stopping one. Bop, bop.
It's good.
Yeah, that's custom for just this, isn't it? He doesn't.
Yep.
He doesn't do that anywhere else in the game.
But this is just a crappy escort mission.
So, what happens if the light touches him? Do you die?
Everything that the light touches is your kingdom, Joey.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Like, sure. This is a little. This. I mean, it's an escort mission. It's jank. But like, I appreciate gameplay variety. I like giving the opportunity to actually do something. To do something with the partners. And, like, this game is short on linear structured challenges, you know? Any opportunity for something that's, like, a very deliberate little level that you have to play the way the developers want, I'm like, yeah, yes, please. Yeah, a few more of those.
Fair enough. It's just, you know, escort. It had to
I
be
know,
an
I
escort.
know, I agree.
I'm just glad I'm
Leon!
not playing it.
Leon!
Leo!
Leo!
We finally got to that episode.
Gosh dang it! Gosh dang it!
Leon.
Gosh
They just
dang
say it
it!
over and over again. Good job. Thank you.
Oh man.
We were watching Ghost Stories. We watched Ghost Stories, then Samurai Champloo the other night.
And we watched like the 2 best episodes of Ghost Stories I've ever seen.
Ever. So is it? How many do we have left?
In
There's-
Ghost Stories,
yeah.
only like 4.
Damn.
It's so sad. That's not gonna do it.
Just try bomb arrow.
I think I know what I'm supposed to do here.
Try a bomb arrow.
I'm gonna throw a bomb at it. See what happens. It didn't do
Worked.
anything.
You did it, George.
Oh, you get used your stasis on
I
it.
use a rock. I think I
Oh,
put
you,
a rock there.
Can you use stasis on the things?
You can use it
Oh,
on the rock. And then I go like that, maybe.
I
I hope.
I think you're
supposed to do.
getting nuts with it. I think you're getting crazy
I think
with
that's
it.
not enough force. I don't think it's gonna go far enough. Oh no, it worked after all.
It didn't work.
Can you stasis the thing itself? Maybe Joey's right.
No, we haven't unlocked that ability.
Oh, right. Darn.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get blown up by it.
Oh wow, can you do that on command? It knows the exact acupuncture points to hit for like to cause it to do that. That's great. That's cool.
And he just backs up. I forget exactly how I fixed this.
Oh, there's Amber. Thanks.
Uh-oh.
I don't remember how to do this without aggroing these guys.
Why don't you just
Run.
run?
Run.
Oh, can
He
you?
doesn't run
Oh right,
past
yeah, he
because
won't.
he's a
Yeah,
freaking
because
idiot.
he's a
Oh
coward.
my
Even though
gosh.
he's safe.
Yeah.
But to
You
be
are
fair,
not.
our superpower is literally courage. So
I mean, you could say that. And are you dead?
No, it did it again because it knocked me into it.
Listen,
Bum, bum, bum,
your
bum,
powers
bum,
were
bum.
courage, but now you also have like stasis and stop time and stuff like that.
I mean, it's true.
Link has
Get, like,
I like to
how do
think
I
of them.
do this again?
I like to think of them all as extensions of courage, though.
Can you like?
This is such a stupid part of the game.
Can you just like climb and like ground pound on it?
I think that's what I'm supposed to do, maybe.
I don't get the rock thing. That's the one thing because I don't think they would expect you to like launch.
There it is. That's the solution. That's the way.
Oh my god.
Shut up, Aqua.
That's the way.
That's it.
All right.
I thought you were gonna get squashed in between them and just die.
My thing should have worked as well.
Should it have? Wouldn't it have just caused the bolt more like shots?
You know, Bo?
Yunobo?
Oh my god!
Come on, bro.
You piece
Come
of
on,
shit.
Goro. Climb over the rocks. Come play with me. Later.
Oh my
He's
god!
gonna die.
there we go.
He's gonna die.
Yes!
Yeah!
Woo!
Oh, the rock people live in the lava.
It's,
Right up.
it's like, you know when
There we go. He's going. Jesus Christ.
he's just taking a bath.
Okay, well I have to
Just taking a
reset
bath.
this.
He's taking a little bath in the lava.
How do you reset? Do you plunge yourself into the lava?
Ah!
Wish wish you'd respawn as a skeleton and then it said you died.
Oh, I think Link was twitching and vibing a little bit there.
There he is. He got past it. I knew that would work. I knew killing myself in game would do it. In the game.
Yeah, in the game. Let's make that clear.
In the game.
Suicide is not the best option, folks.
Unless it's in the game.
Call a hotline. Call a hotline. Speak to your friends.
Unless it's in the game.
Unless it's in the game.
Unless it's Borderlands 2 where there's a quest where the bad guy literally says, I will pay you to kill yourself. And then if you do, he pays you because you killed yourself.
That's good.
It's pretty good, actually. The reward's really good, too.
What's the gun? There's a gun. Is it in Borderlands 2 or the first one where it's like the best gun in the game, but it's annoying?
So it's a gun called the Bane. It's in Borderlands 2. It's very funny because it's a submachine gun that is incredibly strong.
Now, I don't know if you know about this, Joshua. It's a good one.
It's a submachine gun that's incredibly strong that you get from basically like. The whole quest is you are tracking. It's like somebody's like, I got a weird gun, and I need you to find it.
Get back in the
And you're
cannon.
constantly finding like groups of dead people and like memos of people like losing their mind and going insane. And eventually you find the gun, and it is extremely powerful.
He won't
but
get back
the problem
in 'cause he's
is
already done the thing.
it makes your movement speed extremely slow, and like basically it's the bullet like firing noise is replaced with like somebody screaming and saying stuff, and
doesn't it reduce your speed to
you are a crawl.
Yeah.
But the best part
the
best part about it is something that I don't think that many people know about because I found it by accident. Because I had turned all of my sounds down. I was like, this is extremely
Maybe you think
loud.
to yourself, I can put up with moving really slowly. What I'll simply do to
because you
get
can just
around...
swap to a different gun and then swap back, right?
So what I'll do to get around the annoying sound effect is I'll go into the options, I'll go to audio, and I'll turn sound effects all the way down.
You can mute everything.
It is the only sound in the entire game that ignores you turning down the sound effects.
Awesome.
Everything can be completely muted and it is still full volume.
That's hilarious.
it's pretty good.
Now die.
It's pretty good.
My depth perception is not the best.
How does this kill in one hit, but an arrow did nothing?
Your arrow did like 5% of their life, and then you just tap them with this. It's because he's hitting the propeller, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Should hit the propeller with the arrow, idiot.
Bombs. Charger.
Bye.
See, this is your superpower.
What is?
Picking up boxes. You got telekinesis.
The courage to pick up boxes.
Yeah,
The courage to pick up every box in Hyrule.
Once you've picked up every box in Hyrule, then we can talk about courage.
mercy. Take him away.
Going back like an hour ago to when we were talking about young Indiana Jones stuff, I never quite finished my point about the old man George Hall and bookends some of those episodes. Is like a lot of those segments, not all of them, but a lot of them involve like people thinking, "Shut up, old man." Like him telling a story and them either ignoring him or like getting upset at him and making fun of him, right? And I think because, you know, some people... What?
Did you see that?
No, I just saw
the Topaz literally phased into existence.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
In one frame.
I think because some people have like... It'd be even worse now. I mean, it probably is worse. I haven't looked at any of it because I don't care, but I guarantee you there are like tons of YouTube videos right now about how New Indiana Jones is part of the woke agenda because he's old and there's a girl who isn't old.
Yeah, probably.
You could almost complain about that if she like railroaded it and was like taking charge, but she doesn't.
But I'm saying I guarantee you people will have decided to complain anyway.
For sure.
But like
I didn't even watch the movie, but because I already know that she ruined it or what have you.
But like what I was gonna say is it would probably be it would be just as bad if you would have videos like that if Young Indiana Jones Chronicles came out now, because there are scenes of like people like making fun of old man George Hall playing Indiana Jones, like, you know, saying this old man's crazy. What the heck was that story about? He's an idiot, or like not believing the things that he says, or like him seeming a little bit like, you know, he's an old 90-year-old man who's kind of doddery, and people think, oh, he's just making some nonsense up. He's stupid, right? Like, and people just have no sense of media literacy to go, like, yeah, the show is saying these people are wrong. The show is saying, here is a man who has lived an absolutely incredible life, but because he's old, society decided he's not worth anything. Yeah. And he's not worth listening to. He is telling like one of the first episodes, the framing device of it is.
Wait 1 second. Pokemon Snap.
He's sitting at I think I talked about this one, a year ago when we streamed this game. Like, so this is gonna be awkward for somebody watching all these streams in a row 2 years from now.
I'm not close enough to get the picture of Dragon.
There's there's an episode early on where he's at some hoity-toity dinner party, surrounded by a bunch of socialites, and they're having an argument about basically like animal rights and veganism and et cetera. And again, it's like how perfectly does it connect to the story or not can be debated. But like the story that he then tells is about, I was on an expedition with Teddy Roosevelt in Africa, and it's a story about conservation and killing one animal and taking it back to a museum, like that actually furthered the cause of wildlife and preservation and conservation and whatnot, but hunting excessively also isn't good. So it's like, even if it's not necessarily directly related to what those ladies were talking about, it's like that you just heard the most incredible story.
Yeah.
Someone said, yeah, when I was 10, I was in Africa with Teddy Roosevelt hunting game and learning to speak the local language and befriending people. And when it cuts back to him at the end of the episode, he's like he excuses himself and steps away, and they're like, what was the point of that?
Go Gadget Gamer mode activated.
They're like, I don't understand what that old man was talking about. That was pointless. And
God!
And I think people
chilling.
I think people at the time.
Man.
I think people at the time watched it and went, George Lucas is making fun of me for liking Indiana Jones, and it's like, no, he's making fun of.
He's going forward. Hell yeah.
He's making fun of the people who don't who don't appreciate this incredible thing that's sitting in. Wow, nice.
He's good.
I'm just gaming, dude.
Like another one of the early episodes is he's on a plane with a
Genobo,
guy.
get over here.
He's on a plane with a guy who's bragging about how he's about to lay a bunch of people off, basically. And then Indy tells a story about generals not having respect for human lives in World War I. And when it cuts back to the modern day, the dude is passed out next to him and didn't listen to any of it.
Yeah.
That's not making fun of Indy, it's making fun of the guy.
Yes.
But, they made Indiana Jones an old man, and I wanna project myself onto him, and he's sexy, and he jumps around and has a whip, and he sleeps with women, maybe that are too young for him.
Maybe.
I really hope so.
I really hope so. It really adds to the fantasy.
It adds to the character.
It makes him more interesting.
It's,
What are you talking about, George?
it's way more interesting as a role model.
It's got more depth.
I think that young black teenagers really could use a role model.
I was
So
ahead
that's
of my
something
time
you
with
said.
Red Tails, an all-black film. Okay, George.
Okay, now, George.
That movie came out in 2012, you son of a bitch. Or whenever it came out. It was around then.
You killed the great beast.
I did. Game over. No dungeon this time. He just dies.
I don't feel like the thing that was this big could have been walking around this mountain for this long and not have collapsed it.
Don't worry about it. I mean, correct me if Joshua, remind me. Have the Divine Beasts been active for 100 years, or have they just been kind of sitting there? In this story, have the Divine Beasts been moving around for 100 years? They recently started moving, right?
Okay.
They've been chilling for the last 100 years. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're right.
Is he just... Oh, alright.
See ya.
That's a problem. I'm sure it's not actually a problem, but that is an actual problem.
Mm-hmm. It would be a problem if this weren't a video game.
Yes.
See, look, it was cool. It was cool, not a problem.
It's fine, Hylian. Jump into the lava.
Yeah, it's like, this is our big chance. Oh, shit. Oh, man. I think
Do
maybe...
it. Do it, coward. You won't. No balls.
You can see Link Parasailing.
You know
He deployed
balls.
the-
That's his name.
Oh, damn.
You know balls.
Damn, got him.
That's what they call him in town.
Yeah.
Bombs.
Bombs.
Is he the only one who says Goro, too? Does anybody else have that verbal tick?
It's just him.
It's just him, yeah.
He's just...
What the hell's wrong with Yonobo?
He's beta cuck.
What the hell's wrong with Yonobo? Why does
That's
he talk
what
like
separates you and me, Silver.
that? Why did his mom teach him to talk like that?
There are no moms in the Goron community. It's all guys. They're asexual. 100%.
Allie W says they act up occasionally, and the region leader typically deals with it. Everyone of this generation is just less cool. I would prefer to think that maybe they're being more rowdy because Link showed up and the tower's deployed, and Ganon's like, "Oh no, we gotta kick it into high gear."
That's kind of what I thought. Hey, little guy, long time no see. He talks.
It's you.
Yeah.
He's a lion who can talk.
I always knew you'd come back. You know, I never stopped believing in you.
Well, I stopped believing in you because you failed.
You're here to take control of old Redania back from Ganon, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yee. That's me.
You're
That's me,
gonna
Link.
need a
The meat
map
man.
that shows the guts of this place.
Filled with Ganon goo.
That means we can use the Master Sword freely.
This is one of 2 good dungeons in the game. The bird sucks.
You can grab the info
The
from
elephant
the
sucks.
Stone
The
over
camel
there.
and this are
Now
pretty
get
good.
a move on.
The AT-AT and the whatever this thing is.
I had a really dark thought a second ago.
What was that?
Well, like,
You should share with the class.
we're in, okay, where's Ganon Goose, we can use it's dark. Yeah, it's cool. It's neato in here, isn't it?
And I can use the Master Sword.
So that's
For
exactly so related to this, it was like the Master Sword
Wait,
is,
one
you
second.
don't have
This is
full
good.
health, yeah.
We're gonna make it where I have full health because that's really cool.
The
that I do
Master
that.
Sword is active in this area because there's Ganon Goo, right?
Yes.
And I was thinking, like, so my brain went, they're like, oh, you're authorized to use it here, Samus, like,
Yeah.
but then my brain went further of, like, what is something you're authorized to? There's no civilians in this area. You can use the glowing, deadliest weapon, white phosphorus, in this area.
God. What's wrong with you?
Oh man,
That's why I said I had a really dark thought!
when we play in Spec Ops: The Line, that game's so cool.
It is.
I said I had a really dark thought, and you said
Jeez.
share with the class.
It really started.
Yeah, it's raining. It's
Yeah,
pouring.
it's-
raining.
It was supposed to hit like 2 hours ago.
I know. That's bad.
This place is dark as shit.
It is. It is. Don't worry, you light it up after. Like the first task in here is to throw some light in.
Man,
up
if
in
it had
here.
been dark for the entire dungeon, it would have been great.
I don't think so.
This is just like beta Dark Souls 2.
Did you send me, or did I send you, or did I
That's
just
a
see it
good-
independently?
Shut
a video
up.
of somebody had. It was freaking.
He's a coward.
It was Tony
You're
Hawk.
right. I am.
Somebody-
I bought it
Somebody
recently.
Somebody
Play it.
modded the Dark
did you hear
Souls-
that?
What?
It made the sound of I solved the puzzle.
Uh-huh.
I solved
Like
the
you have
puzzle by
controllers?
throwing something at something. I clearly solved something just now. I don't know what I solved, but I did it.
But what were you saying, Jacob?
Hold on, I'll just
Ooh,
find
light.
it. What's the point in me explaining it when I can just show it? Give me a moment.
What's
Oh.
the use in buying a car if you won't buy gasoline?
Unfortunately, it's
Don't
only.
ever do that again.
Unfortunately, it's like the audience will not be able to appreciate it. You know what? I'll retweet it, and you can swing by my Twitter if you have an account, or after Elon allows you to look at the site again.
Never.
If it survives that long.
Caption is MFers still playing Tony Hawk Dark Souls. Oh, I gotta turn it down because I'll get the stream
You'll
limit
get
flagged.
for being too rad, yeah.
Exactly.
Woo!
What's the name of this area for me, since I don't know the
That's
words?
just Firelink from the original.
Right. Yeah. It's like the starting area, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's just the
Yeah.
main-
It's
the
somebody
central
modded Firelink as a Tony Hawk map, and it's absolutely shredding. And they pull up to the bonfire at the end and get off the board.
What a cool guy.
Good for them. There we go. It's retweeted. If you have a Twitter account, you can see it. If you can't, that's too bad.
Then
Elon
you're
doesn't
done
want you to
for.
see it. If you're over your limit of tweets for the day, don't
Sounds
worry.
like
Just give
you can look tomorrow.
Mr. Musk some money.
And then you can add an extra 0 behind your daily allowed tweets.
Or just look
Is that?
tomorrow.
Did they take that away? Because I haven't.
No, they just
still
increased.
there.
The amount you're allowed. to
Awesome.
see in a
Because
day.
I have. I guess that's a badge of honor. If I have not gotten hit by my limit yet.
I
'cause-
haven't either, but I don't follow that many people on Twitter, so it's hard for me to.
Yeah, but it also counts threads. Like if you open up a tweet and like look, all the comments count as their own.
Instantaneously.
Oh no.
Even if you don't scroll through
It's
them?
like
I didn't know
however
that.
many
That's great.
however many get loaded when you do it.
That's great. That's good. I like
Oh
that.
no.
So it's like 20 or something.
Or 50 or there's like 20 or 50 or 80 in each level.
I gotta find. Hold on. I gotta find a tweet that I liked, which was they increased the the limit, right?
Yeah.
Because there was a certain limit on it, and Yeah, it got bumped. Yeah, rate limits increasing soon to this for verified, this for unverified. It was increasing to 8,000 for verified, 800 for unverified, and 400 for new unverified. And someone tweeted, in over 16 years of non-Elon Twitter, we had a 0% increase in the number of posts we were allowed to read each day. In just one day under Elon, we've seen that number increase up to 40%, and people still want to complain.
So true.
So true. So true.
Thank you, Papa Elon.
I love Elon Musk.
We were talking about.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna get so tilted at the tower.
We're not gonna talk about. We shouldn't talk about that situation anymore because, like, we actually talked about it in a video we recorded a few days ago. It won't come out for months.
We were talking about Joey Chestnut.
We were indeed. Because that man's a legend.
Yeah, this one is cool.
That man's an American hero.
So the thing we're controlling here, because, like, you know, we've had obviously controls in each of the divine beasts, so like different parts that you could access.
Wake up each day,
but
and
some of them
go
have been
tilted
some of them have been
towers.
not that interesting. Like
Like
rotating the central chamber of the camel, or like lifting the trunk of the elephant. Like, it's not actually done that much. On this one, you rotate the entire thing. It's crawling
Like
around
90
on
degrees.
the walls inside of the.
I quite like this dungeon.
Yeah, this one's neat.
It's cool.
I don't think that
This and
any
the
of
camel are the two good dungeons.
Yeah, I don't think the other ones are bad, but
They're not good.
They're not great. The desert one and this one are actually pretty good.
Fire.
You're just you can just throw a torch at this one, but this is easier.
You have a lot of ice arrows. Damn.
I do. They kind of throw them at
Are
you.
you calling
like
that stupid video you showed me?
Yeah.
That's that stupid like 15-year-old
Flash animation. Yeah.
The malignant growth.
Yeah,
It's
terrible.
good.
Uh-oh.
That has 4 letters in it.
I'm gonna grow up to be a good
Professor like you, Professor. My man don't know me. I'm my man.
Shut
Luke,
up.
shut up! I'll kill you. I'm gonna drive you to Walmart and leave you there.
Shut up.
Doctor, this is the worst news I've ever received. No, it's okay. You just got a little cancer. It's all right. You got a few months to live.
Wow, you did it.
I did it. I got the gear.
You got that reward.
I got the gear.
We're this deep into the game and I still don't know what you can do with it.
You upgrade.
Clothes?
No,
you can buy weapons.
The
with
merchant related to it is near Terrytown. Like, we just haven't explored that region fully yet. If we
have we not gone there?
No. If we
crap.
had kept walking around in
Look at
Akala
that
on the
chest.
last session, we
No.
probably would have found that character.
That chest doesn't matter.
It does.
No.
It's real.
Wrong.
It's the only thing in this
You
world
run.
that
You
is
run.
real.
You're wrong.
You
Oh, I
are
was on
wasting
fire,
your
man.
fire!
So, my bad.
When you have
The
a
charge-up
perfectly
sound
good
still happened, even though it was a normal arrow.
master
It
sword.
did. That was awesome. Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there we go. We're good.
You're still taking damage. You know you're not good. Get put the other thing back.
Bada bang.
Woo!
Oh, back.
Woo!
I'm so smart.
Are you?
Yeah.
Or are you just like Well, I mean, I guess these dungeons are designed to make you feel smart, so I guess
so
you must
smart.
be.
Oh, it's a... But Brent's flying heads. It shows a great imagination.
Can you not use your sword anymore?
Oh, I forgot. I have to get fire.
He had wooden equipment out, and it was catching on fire out
It's
here.
all his master sword, I mean.
Good, yeah.
Flying
I was
heads.
gonna say, does it... do you have to be physically near goo? I thought that was just, like,
Hey, Josh, can you pull out your master sword out here or not?
Yeah,
Will it
of
be
course I
effective?
can.
Will it be glowing?
Of course you can.
But is it glowing?
Of course you can.
Yeah, it's glowing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think if you're in the dungeon at all, it counts.
See, that's what I was wondering about.
Of course you can.
It's so rare you get to use it. Why not just go nuts?
Tifa Barrett, I feel like a grade A jerk. What should I do about this? We're not gonna say what they say after that.
Why not?
I'm sorry, Eric. I didn't mean to snap at you like that. So I can still hang out with you guys? Of course you can. Anyway,
What?
yeah, so after that, there's actually a lot of blue coins that you can spray.
I forget what it was, but there was something in, I think, in FF7 Remake, or it was some other, like, very serious scene of some RPG, where one of the characters says, "Of course you can," and I just said, "Of course you can."
You were thinking about the Newgrounds animation?
Yeah, of course you can.
Of course you
Ancient
can.
Tifa Barrett.
You probably have a quest to find him too, says LAW. Yeah, it's certainly possible we have a quest to find that character. I mean, his name is Robbie. It's not good. I can say his name. There's a guy named Robbie.
The quest for Robbie.
He wants ancient tech.
No!
You better rotate that crap.
Save me!
Oh my gosh, he's gaming. Dear God, he's gaming.
My God. I wasn't actually really paying attention to where I have to go for these. I kind of forget how this one works.
That's fine. We're just hanging out. We're just chilling.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was just kind of letting y'all talk.
Listen, we are just hanging out, just as this lizard is hanging out in this volcano.
Yeah, it's not a big
Chilling.
deal.
He's
Yeah, there's
absolutely
nothing out
not
on the tail,
chilling.
I don't think.
No chest.
There might be a chest.
There's a chest.
There's a chest! Look at all the loot that's inside. I think this game would be better if the chests were color coordinated.
This is
It's
also
gonna
my...
be a traveler's
White,
sword.
green,
This is my-
blue, purple, and orange.
No, this is also, I think, probably my favorite dungeon theme in the entire game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
it hasn't really
let's-
completely filled out yet, because it
let's
obviously gets better as you get more things.
Sure, but let's have a listen to what it currently sounds like.
Yeah, it's probably a consequence of the way we've been playing this, but I can't think of a single, I don't know any music from this game at all.
Oh, trust me, you're not missing much.
No, we've argued in favor of the ambient backing. I have a lot of like individual little cues that play when you're in the overworld in my head really cleanly. A lot of the Minecraft-esque boom
Yes.
boom boom stuff. But no, other than there are town themes that stand out to me. The Terrytown theme I really have in my head, the Kakariko Village theme, and the Rito Village theme. I like those a good bit. I can't say that I know the dungeon themes off the top of my head.
Whoa! It's blue fire, so you know it's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
It's eternal fire.
Well, then they should have lit it in the first place.
This
then.
burning is in fact an eternal flame.
Shut up.
I know the line is yearning, but it's funny. It's funny because I made a joke.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're almost out of fire.
Oh no!
He's got 12. He'll be fine.
What will I do?
He'll be okay.
The puzzle solved.
How are all those vines holding that metal cube?
How'd you get all those bananas, Donkey?
Well, technically, the way that it was twisting, like those vines actually, like it was like the force of gravity was never.
Oh
such
my
that they were
gosh,
falling
that's a
off.
great shot.
That's fair. That's fair. I hear Donkey Kong. When are we playing Donkey Kong?
I mean,
Do, do,
Tropical
do.
Freeze was on the hypothetical things of list of
Yeah,
things to
we
stream.
just picked a better game.
I mean,
that has not
I
been
think
named
it was.
yet.
I think it was more like we didn't take this would take us a year.
Now that's a game with music.
Do.
No, the other Nintendo games, several of those were on. I thought it'd be fun to do Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. I thought it'd be
Frozen
fun
8.
to do Super Mario 3D World, and we could do like multiplayer. Josh, you need to plug the Wii U gamepad in.
Oh no!
Battery's getting
Not
low.
my Wii U gamepad. It's almost like it's a crappy controller for crappy humans.
Nah, it's great.
Oh my gosh! I just realized that we haven't gotten the disconnect message.
Yeah, it only happened during that one thing that we recorded.
It's crazy.
Say again.
The
So the disconnect message.
That was in a thing that hasn't been released yet.
I see,
Yep.
but it still was happening.
It
so-
wasn't.
It was really bizarre that we were having that much of an issue when we'd gone through like I don't know, at least 25 hours of this game and never once gotten that notification.
Yeah. Oh, I remember what I'm supposed to do here.
I never got that notification when I was playing one of my 5 Wii U games that I've ever played.
Good.
Which were
I'm trying to remember.
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Xenoblade Chronicles X,
Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers.
Did you have Mario Kart 8 or not?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Wait, no, I did not. I did not. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. The game slaps.
That was great.
Nintendo Land?
That was a DS game.
I was gonna say, I know you played Nintendo Land here, but I don't think you
No,
owned
I've
it.
never owned it. Wind Waker HD
Okay.
Good game.
because it came with it.
Yeah, good game.
I know there's another. I know there's another. There is another. I'll have to think about it.
I love Nintendo Land.
It's so good, man.
I can't I think
So you must be excited for 1-2 Switch.
it is exactly
Everybody wants to switch.
It is exactly the
Here we go,
existence of
finally.
Nintendo Land that makes me upset about the state of like what happened with the Wii U. Because it's like, oh, we're just getting started with stuff like this, and as it turned out, no, we were just
Nintendo
ending.
didn't realize that was the appeal.
Yeah.
They literally just did not realize that was the only thing that made the console interesting. They never figured it out. Die.
I'm literally pulling
Fox,
up a list.
trust your view from the cockpit.
A list of Wii U
Trust your view
games.
from the cockpit, Fox.
Okay, Miyamoto.
I sure didn't play that one.
Nobody played that one.
No one did. Literally no one. No one knows I'm doing it.
I mean,
How?
That's because it came out at the very end. Right?
Thanks, PhysX.
People gave up. And people knew it was going to be bad because they watched the gameplay demonstration, so like, it's just Star Fox 64 again, except with the controls are bad. Cool.
No, it's good.
I can't wait for another remake, because Star Fox 64 was a remake of the original Star Fox!
No.
Miyamoto!
Just one terminal.
Was it only those games? I'm gonna be so sad.
Yeah, probably.
It may have been only those games. Oh, that's,
Okay. Turn out the music now.
That's
Because now it's going to be nice and full.
embarrassing.
Say again, Joey?
I said I'm embarrassed
About what?
You should be.
that I bought a console to only play 4 games and not 5. Like, that makes much of a difference.
It does.
Alright, I'm turning up the music now.
To be fair, ton of time in Smash, ton of time in Xenoblade, and ton of time in Monster Hunter, so,
It's probably worth
And it's not as if the Wii U is super expensive.
yeah.
This stupid tablet was, though.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
You say that as if we bought a replacement, which we didn't.
You're right, we didn't.
We didn't need one, because it's still fine.
Oh, it's just right here. I just missed it. Don't really know. Oh, it has a ball on it. Is this a bad idea? Absolutely.
Sure.
Bloop.
Sploosh.
Sploosh.
Sorry, I messed up.
How did...
Oh, these are fire arrows. Right.
Yes.
Dean said, the Wind Waker and Twilight Princess remasters are the only reason I still have a Wii U. I mean, I keep it around anyway, because much like the 3DS, did you know it's very easy? You know, it's remarkably easy to hack a Wii U.
No!
It's got great GameCube emulation if you just flip that switch in it.
Wait, can I
You
use
just flip
Frivolli
the GameCube
scale here?
I really ought to do that sometime, but then again, last time,
You fool!
last time I tried to
There's
mod
an
a
eyeball right
Nintendo
there.
Yeah, I see it
console,
now.
it died, so,
Say again, Joey? Oh yeah, last time we tried to mod a console, it died.
yeah.
Well, yeah, you
Well,
should
that
have
was
tried
just 'cause
to
you
play
made-
Project M. You
Yeah.
little fake
Yeah, and it
gamer.
was really fun for the like, 4 hours I did play it.
I played Other M a bit in college. It's not Other M, sorry. Project
Other
M.
M.
Project M a little bit in college. It was fun.
Stay focused, little guy. Good luck.
Yeah, I think those are the only games for my Wii U, unless I'm like also blind.
Okay.
If we play Tropical Freeze, we're probably gonna play it on the Wii U because we own it on Tropical.
We're gonna-
We own it on the Wii U. There's no
We're
reason.
gonna-
I'm not paying. I'm not buying it because I guarantee you it's still like $50.
But funky mode.
Who gives a crap? Funky mode and Cranky Kong, I don't care.
Whoa, there's gonna be a monster pop out. I really don't care.
Also, funky mode is baby mode, and we're not baby
Exactly.
gamers.
We wouldn't play it on Funky mode anyway. Did you just skip the cutscene?
He
Yeah.
did.
It's the same boss as every other one.
But the Goron from the ancient past, whose name I can't remember, Daruk, he would have like said some dialogue.
He would have gone.
Oh, that's the beast that defeated me 100 years ago. Link, you have to avenge me, little buddy. That's what he would have said.
You did it.
Yeah.
Did you write the script for this game?
Link,
I
I was a
super-
baby back bitch that beefed it super hard.
I didn't edit the script.
Just like
Joshua.
your fish girlfriend.
I didn't write the script, Joshua, but I did like do some supervising work on it. Like,
Oh,
I mean,
gotcha.
I gave some recommendations, like maybe you should have, like, maybe you should do this or that. But I don't think too much. I don't think they listened to too many ideas. I did have one really good idea though. I thought like, this Yonobo guy, his personality, it seems a little bland. I think he should have.
I think he needs to have a
he
catchphrase.
needs to have a catchphrase.
More like a verbal tick.
Well, he says lay it on, little guy, but I'm gonna be able to do 2 hits, and he's gonna go second phase.
Bull. Look at those fireballs.
Oh, I forgot. I keep trying to do the Tears of the
If
Kingdom
this was
controls.
FF16, you could have super dodged through them.
It's true.
Like a mediocre game with a worse story.
Wow.
That game's fun.
Where's the lie though?
That game's
Where's
fun.
the lie?
No, that's the thing. Is that like that game?
The combat system's cool.
The combat's good, and there's enough of it. There's enough about that game's production value that I can't say
he's
it's
Morbin.
bad.
Oh god, he's Morbin.
Like in terms of just playing it and running around and like having fun, it's like yeah, sure, but like yeah, I really am not a fan of the narrative in FF16. It has its moments, but it's not great. And I'm like, I was like, just the other night, I was playing it a little bit after Joshua went to bed, just like doing some, like polishing off some side quests and wandering around. And I'm like, I wander into a new area that the game has had no reason to send me to yet, right? Like, in fact, I walked through quite a bit of space, and it's like, there are a couple of towns, but they're blocked by, like, story says you can't go here.
Jacob, I need you to be quiet.
Okay.
Holmes.
What the? Oh, that. I thought there'd be more like.
No.
It didn't do damage, but it stuns him.
Well, it made him ragdoll.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought there would be an animation that wasn't just ragdoll.
Okay, continue.
I
forgot I had the Master Sword.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything. I was like, surely he knows what he's doing.
I forgot.
As you walked up to him to spin, I was like, is this gonna do more damage than swinging the Master Sword?
Goodbye.
But doesn't matter. Anyway.
Ouchies.
But no,
he did one heart of damage.
Like I walked to an area the other night where I was just like, hey, I'm gonna go and see, what's over here. And like there are a couple of like obvious gateways to towns. They were like, sorry, you can't go in here yet. Story progression currently blocked, right?
Yeah.
But like all of the surrounding enemies were like 5 levels below me. Like I would beat entire encounters with like special move on that guy, special move on that guy, special move on that guy, fight over. And like they didn't even move.
That's the thing is in that game, if the enemy does not have a break bar, they're not a threat.
Yeah.
It's like earlier I encountered a segment where there was a quest going on and they were sending like droves of like 15 of them at a time, and it's like cool, they're dead. It's like I'm getting to use 1 or 2 abilities that completely locks them down, and even when it's like, oh, I'm out, it's like I just have to swing.
I'll just activate my...
I forgot.
Oh no, What?
Oh no.
What happened?
The reason I only had 14 hearts instead of 15 was because I knew I was going to get 1 more heart container, so we'd only be at 1.
Uh-oh.
Ew!
You bad, kid.
What's the point in saving I roll anymore? Why am I even...
If it can't be clean, if the screen can't be clean, what's the point?
If the drip isn't there, what's the point of anything? What am I fighting for?
Activated.
Oh my god!
Just
Kapora, you son of a bitch.
Kupo. Goro.
Tonight the streets are red, the lights are blue and blinding.
Since we don't have that many cutscenes left in this game, I am.
No sign of the good doctor.
Don't get us copyright struck. I was already playing. I was already playing Fast and Dangerous. With I played a second of Superman there.
I can almost hear
No, I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna stop you from doing that. Don't go after the Proto Men. They don't mess around. They kill people.
They do.
They kill people. The Proto Men. I know them. I've seen them kill people.
I owe you big
All I'm saying is that Ganon built a machine to kill a girl.
He killed it as Freddie Mercury.
I feel like I should apologize.
Yeah, because
I was doing all I could to protect Hyrule when that thing got the best
all I
of me.
could when I
Sorry that me wrestling with the Rumble caused such a mess. The good news is, Rudani is now
All I'm
back
getting from
under
this
our
game is
control.
that Hyrule's best
That
really
means that
suck.
century-old
Yeah.
beatdown plan
And you know what? The game Age of Calamity that goes into further detail on these characters confirms that Hyrule's best pretty much just suck.
Damn.
In fact, one of the plot points later in Age of Calamity is the heroes from this time period teleporting back in time to save their ancestors because they're just better.
Amazing. They should really just clone Link at this point.
I mean, I think they do. He keeps showing up.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying. They got all this old ancient
They
technology.
did. It was called Four Swords.
You're right.
Yeah, he's right. He got you there, and then Tri-Hero Quest or what?
Triforce
Triforce Heroes? Yeah, there were 3 of them in that one. Yeah.
And also Four Swords Adventures. There were also 4. Also in the Minish Cap, because the Minish Cap is a prequel to Four Swords. And you get the 4 sword in that game, and then there's little segments where you make duplicate. There's basically the duplicate cherry from Mario 3D Land.
Oh, nice.
And you do certain things where you have to have like 4 people to attack certain things.
I never hear anybody. I've never heard like anybody speak an ill word about Minish Cap.
Because it's great.
Everybody seems to
It was made
love
by
it.
Capcom too.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
really
is it?
yeah.
It was that was
that
part of,
and the Oracle games were all made by Capcom.
Oracle games. And no, and you're forgetting about Awakening, dude. Link's
Awakening, no.
Am I wrong? Am I crazy? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Capcom
My
made
bad.
3 games. They made the
Okay.
Oracle games and they
My
made
bad.
Minish Cap.
I thought they did Link's Awakening
No,
too.
Awakening was in house.
mean,
What
I'm
was
not.
that on? What was Mishcap on?
GBA.
Yeah.
GBA, okay.
It was the only Zelda game on GBA, besides the port of Link to the Past.
Okay. You did it. You saved the volcano.
I
You
saved-
saved the town by making Death Mountain, well, not change at all and still be Death Mountain.
What?
I mean, it's fine. Don't worry about it. They've lived with it for years. They've adjusted to it, just like the people of Arrakis.
Just like the people that live in Centralia,
Shut up.
still. The people that live in the town that's perpetually on fire and it's like an average of 107 degrees and there's toxic fumes.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Up in Pennsylvania.
Well, it's like the one town in Russia that's entirely made of asbestos because it's where they used to mine a lot of it,
That's dope.
and every single building is just asbestos, the entire thing.
That town goes hard.
Oh yeah, I know about this. Okay,
What?
I did a quick Google. I was like, yeah, I know about Centralia. Okay, yeah. It's as according to the internet, it's a near ghost town, but that does mean some people still live there.
Yeah, there's like, I think there was like 7 people that lived there.
5 residents as of 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this is Joshua. There's been this town was a coal mining town.
Yeah.
And there has been a coal mine fire going on underneath the area since 1962.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and
That's awesome.
And the town is hot, and it is toxic, and there are potholes that if you step in it, you will just die.
The
all
least
over the place.
populated municipality of Pennsylvania because there's 5 people there.
And they haven't blocked the road to there, but they've hidden it because they don't want people to stumble upon it. But I know about it.
I do actually like this.
Its zip code was discontinued by the Postal Service in 2002.
Daruk said, I wonder how the Gorons are faring, after the calamity, and he's, actually kind of concerned about his people in these last 100 years, unlike any of the other champions. Yeah. And then he sees, Bo on the ground, he's like, hey, we're still going strong, hell yeah. It's like, it's like the one good thing from this entire thing.
Yeah.
He should have been like,
yeah, Mifa does Mifa even say anything about, hey, talk to my brother about, I'm sure he'll be a good leader, even though he's younger than me.
I believe she does say something, but she doesn't say anything about the Zora as a whole.
She's mostly worried about you.
Yeah.
Who can blame her?
Mostly worried about could we maybe do some pottery for a few minutes before you go.
Ugh.
Yes, sir.
Patrick Swayze.
All real estate in the borough was claimed under eminent domain in '92 and was condemned by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Centralia's zip code was discontinued by the Postal Service in 2002. State and local officials reached an agreement with the 7 remaining residents in October of 2013, allowing them to remain in Centralia until their deaths, after which the rights to their houses would be taken through eminent domain.
Link.
Yeah,
Link,
what do you
found the divine beast.
What do you want, you dumb broad?
Link,
You're always calling me on my phone.
Link, save me.
Shut up, Zelda.
Link.
I'll kill you myself if you don't shut up. I got Koroks to find.
I got quests to do. I gotta figure out what I'm doing with all these gears.
I'm a homeowner now. I gotta.
I have responsibilities beyond you, Zelda.
Shut up, Zelda.
Zelda, you can't think just because we're moving in together that I'm gonna rearrange my entire life around you. I have other things. I have other responsibilities.
I should have stayed with the fish lady. Error.
Wait, what?
She let me.
What is that error?
I went to a
down there?
shrine that I didn't...
Yes, you walked right over it, and I was like, all right, I didn't say anything because you were on the way to the quest.
I did?
Yeah, you walked right over it.
Oops.
Go back to it. Go teleport.
That's where
to
I'm
it.
going. I can't teleport to it. I didn't activate it.
Oh darn. Oh.
Oh man.
Actually, no, I'm not going back to it.
I mean,
This
you'll
is
get
the
to it
op-
eventually.
this is the
Hey,
opposite.
brother,
I don't
thank you
care.
so much, Goron.
Yeah,
no,
screw you.
this is how it goes. Stop, listen to him. He's gotta go talk to Boss
Screw
Goron.
off.
He's going to talk to Boss
I don't
Goron.
give a crap.
But he's a character.
You know who else is a character? This sword that I'm throwing in the lava.
No, but the Koroks, they
Just like
lovingly-
George threw that producer in the lava.
They lovingly
That was
made
never
that.
proven in court. They couldn't determine whether it was me or Steven who did it.
But we both knew the truth. He just covered for me.
Okay, yeah, oh, my aching back. Okay, yeah, I really, yeah.
Hey, check it out. Divine Beast Father Johnny has calmed down and has returned to his peaceful ways.
Wow.
Now we can get back to digging for ore around Death Mountain. Alright, I still gotta thank you, brother. There's some treasure in my house. Grab it. Keep it. It's yours. Sharp blade that Daruk himself once wielded. I'll make sure you're able to I'm sure you'll be able to put it to good use. Sweet, we can go hang it up next to some of the other relics we have. As a Hylian, you probably already know this, but apparently 100 years ago, the Hylian champion had a legendary blade, a sword that seals the darkness.
Yeah.
That said, you got a rather fine blade already, don't you? Come to think of it, you look just like the Hylian champion who fought on the Calamity alongside Daruk.
Shut up, boss Nash.
Gunga. Gungi.
Boulder Breaker.
George, I really want to give you this Gunga money.
Gungi.
Yes, thank you.
So what is that? What is that error? Is that a?
That's the heat.
No, down there.
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah,
heat
no,
index.
that normally says what temperature it is. Literally, it's off the chart.
That's so not cool.
Because it's not measuring in absolute temperature; it's measuring like in Fahrenheit or Celsius, right?
Yeah. That's what it's measuring.
Yeah, LAW. Yeah, FF16 it's unfortunate. It's honestly, it would be I think even less aggravating to me if I wasn't familiar with FF14 and didn't know that FF14 does almost everything 16 is trying to do better in terms of its narrative. But it is a game that is, if I make a video about it, it's going to be about like how there's just the game should be 20 hours long, not 40. It feels the need to have open zones and to have side quests and tons of items because that's what an RPG has. But like the main Joe,
there are mechanics there that don't need to be there. The blacksmithing stuff, it makes all this really evident where it feels like it's there because it's supposed to be there, but there's no depth to it.
It's like I have 700 of 9,999 potential holdings of like 6 different items that I need like 10 of them to craft anything.
Yeah.
Like
and even then, it's not even like, even though there is a crafting reinforce, it's not the traditional like, oh well, I'm gonna, maybe I can get this and level it up a little bit more. I need to do. It's like by the time you get something, if you've been doing side stuff, you can always just max out immediately.
Yeah.
And all your materials are waste. Except for like hunt stuff.
Unless it's like you need a specific hunt ingredient.
But that doesn't open up till like 50% through the game or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
But there's I mean.
But even then, it's such minor incremental.
Joe, you probably wouldn't have seen this because you weren't following that closely. But did you know that Naoki Yoshida repeatedly said that we compare the non-stop adventure of this game, which we compare the pacing of it to a non-stop roller coaster thrill ride. That specific phrasing was used dozens of times throughout the production, and I'm like.
That's not true.
No, maybe it was before you added in all this other
side
stuff.
Quest filler.
And it's like I want to say I think I like this game more than the both of you, but that's because it's like the geopolitical nonsense kind of washes over me because I'm not paying.
And I like it more than Joshua.
Well, Jacob's the one playing it.
Yes.
I'm the one sitting here and just critiquing the story. And the story, they took inspiration from Game of Thrones, all right. They took inspiration from Season 8 of Game of Thrones. The TV show, not the books.
They took inspiration from my toilet paper after I pooped on it. Oh!
Beer, 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 beer.
It's really.
Bazinga.
But that being said, I will say I'm a little bit further in the game than you, and some stuff that's been occurring has not been inspiring very much confidence. So I am waiting for I'm afraid that there's going to be like 2 reveals of things that I've known since the beginning.
Hold on, we have to talk to one of the best characters in the game. Hey. You can send some Gorons back here. It's perfect. The brute strength of a Goron is undeniable. Those boulders don't stand a chance against them. With names like Grayson and Pellison, they'll fit right in. Also, Pellison started selling ore found within the boulders. She go say hello again. Well, next is... So before more people can move in here, we need homes for them to live in. Could you bring me 20 bundles of wood? If you bring me that, I can combine it with what I've already got and get started on new houses.
Awesome. Yes, King, whatever you want.
I really like talking. It didn't happen on that one, obviously, but I like that most of the conversations are like a constant back and forth between him and Link, which is not normal. Hey, it's you! As you can see, I'm working real hard. Hudson praises me a ton for breaking these rocks. We're finding some nice ore, too. My little brother Pellison even started an ore shop. Check it out when you get a chance.
Woo!
Sure thing.
What's up, Pelagornis, or whatever your name is?
Hey, big bro Grayson's friend. Need something? Let's talk. Sure, that sounds like fun. What do you want to talk about? This place, this place, this place.
Shut up.
Once we started breaking up the rock here, we found it's rich with ore, so we decided to open up a shop. I'm not sure why we have so much ore here, but maybe it's because we're so close to Death Mountain. Anyway, these here are freshly mined. Be sure to buy a whole bunch. That's what I said those. Hey,
There.
my brother should be somewhere around here. He's so much happier here than he was on the southern mine. He gets praised a ton for how fast he can move rocks. I'm sure that makes him extra happy. How about Terrytown? It's so cold here. Or maybe it's just the Goron City is so too hot. Want to talk about something else? Nah, goodbye. Talk to you later.
How expensive is a diamond?
Very.
Oh my gosh.
You said you wanted wood, right? This is the cost. This is the cost for progress,
Wow, damn. How much wood do we have?
I'm guessing.
Oh
my gosh, enough.
You destroyed his tree that he grew himself for no reason.
And he deserved it.
Did he?
For
what? For being the only entrepreneur in the nation?
For being
the
cool
only
guy.
man who's actually trying to improve this world?
You know, when people call someone Acorn Head, this guy actually, like, his, look at that. Looks like an acorn. Upside down.
Bring me 20 bundles of wood? I brought them.
Real. I'm not saying he doesn't, listen.
Farewell, then.
His
Hit me
head,
on accident.
My bad.
his head's
Oh.
that big because he's got such a big brain. So
Yeah, I
don't
brought
blame
them.
him.
Excellent. Can I have it? Sure. Nope. Bye. You're a lifesaver. Next is, working such long hours every day really wears on my clothes. Let's bring back someone who's got a gift for tailoring. Tailoring. If we're talking about tailoring, could be somebody among the Gerudo who's good at that. Good luck. You'll need it. Seems like a real long shot. Oh, and one last wrinkle. In accordance with the official Bolson construction policy, that someone's name's got to end in son. If you're running anyone who fits that description, send them here to Terrytown for me.
Uh-huh.
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 Stacy, did you just record yourself saying uh-huh?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Uh-uh.
That's one of the better Phineas. There's a lot of
What would-
Phineas and Ferb gags.
I wonder what Hudson thinks. We just go, uh-huh.
That's my favorite.
And then
talking to a character in this game and then deleting yourself is excellent. It's really funny.
Would the first time it happened, would they think you died?
Yeah,
Would they think you were a ghost in the first place? Like,
probably.
Dean Weiss says that you were disappointed with the story of 16, but you liked FF7 remake, and then a confused emoji. First of all, I haven't beaten Final Fantasy 16 yet. Second of all, yes.
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 Meow. It's cold.
Oh, It's fine. We'll lose some altitude and it'll get warm pretty fast.
Yeah, we're already out of it.
Mm-hmm. Dean just said, he really said, we need someone to sew clothes. Maybe try a town full of women. I'm sure you'll find someone.
Well, yeah.
Why'd you jump out this one instead of teleporting straight to town? You investigating something first?
No, I am not going to town. I'm going to the bazaar.
Oh, is it the bazaar? Isn't there somewhere at the bazaar that we can teleport to?
No.
Oh, my bad.
This is
Oh,
the
wow.
fastest way. If only you could tie rockets to your boots and just go.
In the sequel, you can.
What?
Yeah, in the game
garbage.
you can do that, yeah.
That's
And
great.
it's a garbage game.
That's excellent. By the way, you got the power and you never used it. What? How do you got 3 uses of rock strength? What do you do?
It literally just gives you a shield that protects you from harm.
How? What
Hold
do you
down,
do?
using your
Literally
actual
while you're
shield.
Z-targeting.
Yeah.
You
Like,
just get armor.
You just hold the targeting button.
Yep.
And it just gives you immunity to 3 attacks.
Yep. And it creates a big shockwave that stuns them.
Oh,
It actually breaks the final boss of this game. It's great.
That's cool. We love to see it.
The final boss of this game... Actually, no, sorry. The camel ability breaks the final boss of this game.
You need to...
So, question for you, Joey, actually, because it's something I'm a little conflicted on. Because I was really impressed with the guy who was playing Clive early on in the game.
It's...
I thought he was getting a really
Yes.
good performance early on.
Early on, yes.
As it's moved on, he has settled into Christian Bale Batman for all interactions.
Yeah, it's weird, and it's like I'm not even sure how much of that is him and how much of that is the script not giving him much emotion to work with.
Yeah,
you
he
know?
says, well, that's another problem. So,
sounds like
I'm dodging spoilers because the game's new.
Yes.
But like, there's also something about it where it's like, how do I put this? His major emotional breakthrough, like, happens relatively early on, and then he doesn't have another one.
No.
At least not where I've gotten to. And also, the thing he has the emotional breakthrough about is, like, from the audience's perspective, negated.
Yes.
It's odd. It's very strange.
It's like when he's
Ronson.
doing it. I actually noticed that as I was playing later yesterday, where I was just like, I was doing a lot of side quest stuff, and it was virtually the same performance throughout all of the side quests.
Because he always sounds like this.
He doesn't sound like that.
Yes, he does.
No, he does. He's fine.
He's a bit different from that. He's more like this. He's
bad.
always very low and a bit gravelly, but he does have a bit more inflection
Okay,
than
my
you just
bad.
implied.
What's up, Ronson?
It's more like he's whispering. Perhaps it's because he's an outlaw. He doesn't want people to hear him, recognize his voice. There could be a lawman walking by looking for me. I have to be quiet.
Just please, God, read the
Oh
dialogue.
dear God! Oh, for heaven forbid, a lawman comes by and I have to air juggle him for 3 seconds.
Stop.
Oh no!
Savolta.
Savolta.
I'm still considering how to continue my search. I've mastered tailoring. I have dozens of other skills. Just don't understand what Vo are looking for. I wonder if there really is someone out there for me.
You
Go to Terrytown.
go.
Eh?
What
is it?
No, so abrupt.
So abrupt, too. Let me hear the details.
Ha-ba-ba.
Hudson and Terrytown needs a tailor. Oh, it's something, I suppose. The Akala region is kind of far away, but maybe I need to travel. Getting far away from a village full of Vi. But it's not like I'm accomplishing anything staying here. I can continue my search in Terrytown. And then, thanks for the information. I'm gonna go home and pack a huge bag. Be a long journey I have all the way there. Be a long journey all the way there. No doubt I'll see you again in Terrytown.
She's going the wrong way.
She's going to her house. It's
So
good.
good. It's so
It's good.
That final hit. It's like you don't laugh until then. Yeah.
I'm just preempting this.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna need the wood. It's true.
Look at all these coal
But yeah, she said she was going back to her house. She's walking back towards town. She doesn't live here. There's just an inn here. So what, we got 10 now? He's gonna probably ask for 30 next.
He's gonna
round.
ask for 30, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, it's really windy out here. Your bomb flew way off course there.
Bombs?
Crazy.
It's true. Bombs.
Bombs?
Yep, I know.
Lamp oil.
Yeah. No, and I do want to. I'll be totally real with you, especially because Josh and I are like, okay, let's kind of. Josh and I have got to the point where we're like, let's beat this and play something else. Because
Yeah.
Josh was only here for so much longer
Yeah.
before he leaves town. So I have taken to mashing through a lot of the unimportant dialogue, like speed.
Some of the side quests have been good.
Speed
They
reading to
have.
get the gist of it. Yeah, some of the side quests are good. Like you were at, I recapped the whole like Otto's backstory side quest for Joshua because that one I appreciated. I was like, that was good. I wish he'd had more character work before this scene.
Yeah, but
it
it's
wasn't
something.
bad.
But
Yeah,
it's something.
And
And you know, in a roller coaster
Ouch.
per se, you know, where things are moving really fast,
Yeah.
you know, maybe you wouldn't have time
Yeah.
to have those types of interactions.
it
beforehand.
really feels like the
The game moves so fast.
It feels
bro.
like the game could have lost 10 hours.
I
and it
really
would've
like
been
the part
fine.
where you stop for 2 hours, multiple times to go and
Get the
collect mushrooms.
It's very odd. It's like every time you do one of the big story events, it's like the game goes, whew.
Okay, we
That
need
was
to stop for
that was
5
so
minutes,
exciting
for 5
you,
hours.
You gamer need like a 3-hour cooldown, right, before we start ramping up for the next thing. Well, no, actually, game, the ramp up is the cooldown. You can start ramping up for the next thing now. It's fine. I don't need like. I don't need an additional.
You don't know
cooldown.
what you need, gamer.
That's like it's like being on a roller coaster where you had a big thrilling section of it, right? And instead of now you've got an incline with a chain to build suspense, it's like whoa. I know your heart.
Halt the roller coaster.
I know your heart couldn't take that suspense right now. So before we do another ramp with a chain, we're just gonna move really slow
It's
over
literally-
over flat track for
It's
a
like
second.
it's like I was gonna say it's like Disney World. It's like if you were going on the Space Mountain ride, and it's like after one hill, it then moves to the people transport that just
The
goes
people
around
mover?
The park.
Yeah. Just you take a quick break for a little while. You're like halfway through the roller coaster. You're like, whew, that was rough. Now before the next chain to really build suspense for the next exciting section of the ride, we're just gonna hop over on the people mover for a few minutes. You're like, no, I don't think I will.
But no, I gotta say, like, most of the side quests that I've done, it's like most of these I'm like, okay, I enjoyed that well enough.
It's really not that egregious.
After a certain point in the game, the ones earlier on were not that good.
Mm-hmm.
It's all
The
It's
ones
all-
early in the game were terrible.
It's all world building, but it's
Before
also
the time
it's also
skip.
stuff that I could have inferred.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's stuff where, like, okay, instead of just having a side quest in which people explain to me a little bit about their town, have a side quest where something exciting is happening that also, by coincidence, explains stuff to me about their town.
either have that or just have you're walking around the hub and you hear, like a conversation between two people where it's like it implies something instead.
And like I'm not gonna complain like say FF14 never does this, because FF14 definitely has segments where it's like, yep, that sure is the way life is in this town, and they'll just talk about it. Like it does that. But it also has quests where it's just, no, you observe that's the way these people work by going on a mission with someone and seeing, here's the hierarchy that they follow, here's what they're trying to do. Like, you learn about their responsibilities and the way they live by doing stuff alongside them.
Yeah,
in an
sure,
exciting
it usually
context.
devolves into, oh, we're gonna kill some monsters or some guys, but like, it's not just the same structure every time.
I will say, at least with the earlier ones, especially, like usually it's like if the side quest doesn't have much to say, at least like it's snappy. It's like it's
a good example of a pretty snappy side quest, and like the writing in it wasn't that bad. There's a side quest in like a merchant town where you have to like more like a merchant outpost with like a hotel and again a couple people who live here permanently. Where like it's like a guy's like, hey, I got a really nice vintage of wine. Go and talk to my friends and tell them to come by.
Yes.
I'm gonna pour them a glass of wine. And it's like you go talk to like the guy who runs this store, the guy who runs that store, one of the guards, and each of them talks a little bit about like man, my job of doing this and this day in and day out and keeping the town running in this way, it's rough. I'm looking forward to going hanging out with my friends, and it's like, really, this is just a quest saying this is how this town works.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have had like these 4 dudes doing something exciting, like the 4 of them working together to stop a bandit or something, so I could learn about their responsibilities. But anyway, Vasak, you need something from me? Savak? You should say Savota now. But anyway, don't you remember me? I'm Ronson. I have to mend Hudson's work clothes every single day. It's impressive how quickly he wears them down. Besides the holes, they reek so much of sweat. It's actually pretty rough to work on them. I tried to bring it up to him, but he got defensive almost immediately. I came out here to continue my search for a husband. I wonder if he's the only kind of vo I'll find.
Can't stand that guy.
Can't stand ya. We'd always call me that instead of Costanza. He'd say, can't stand ya.
Can't stand ya!
We're watching Seinfeld the other night. Found
Who
someone
would've
from
guessed?
Gerudo. Thank you. She was able to patch every last hole in my work clothes before I could blink. She's pretty, or amazing. She's pretty. Pretty amazing. And since her name is Ronson, I have no objections. I hear she's decided to continue putting her skills to use by opening a clothing shop. Should stop by and say hello. Oh, the next is... So before more people can move in here, we need more homes for them to live in. Bring 30 bundles of wood. Bring me that. I can combine it with what I've already got and get started on the new houses. Hello. Bring the 30 bundles? Yep, I got them. Excellent. Can I have them?
Sure.
Bring me a lifesaver. Next is... Finally starting to look like a town around here, which is exactly why we need to set up some distribution. I'd like to get a general store up and running, but there's no one with the connections and qualifications to run it. I think you can keep an eye out for someone who knows about distribution and can run a general store. So, a traveling trader. Oh, that's a good thought. Vito can fly around some. Maybe they should be able to retrieve and deliver supplies. Good luck, you'll need it. Seems like a real long shot.
What if I just get Beetle to change his name?
And one last wrinkle, which we know. Yeah, we couldn't get Beetle because he doesn't have the right name. And all the courthouses, all the courthouses were destroyed in the Great Calamity, so you can't get a legal name change in
It
this
is
world.
funny that every dog in this world is an Australian Shepherd. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's a good dog.
His mama called him Clay. I'ma call him Clay.
Oh, when did you move here?
Who are you?
Huda.
What's the deal?
It's Haggy.
I'm a traveler.
You're not a son.
Normally I don't have time to mingle with commoners. There are nobles in this world. But I have a feeling about you. I'll make an exception this time. Your clothes. I'm guessing you're a little hard up for cash, am I right? Yeah, sure. I appreciate your honesty. So as a down payment, I'd say 100 rupees sounds fair, right? I don't care about the details. Here, take it. Hand.
What the heck?
Ho ho ho! So you accept then? Excellent. Now listen to what I have to say. The Torin wetland lies to the west of here. You're aware of the guardians there? Not just one, either. 2 of them! You know how dangerous they are.
Is that where we were getting wood earlier? Not today.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were. Yeah, we were dodging them.
Okay.
What did he just
Hobbies
say?
of the Rich. He said, go blow them both up. I want to watch.
All
It'll
right.
be really fun.
Let's do it.
Be really
We haven't
good.
actually had a Guardian fight in this playthrough yet.
Yeah, we
have
did.
He
I
did
did
one
it an
earlier
hour ago
today,
and killed it
yeah.
in 5 seconds.
Did we?
He
Yeah.
ground pounded.
How did I
missed
miss
it.
that?
Because I
Wow.
killed it that fast.
Damn.
He ground pounded on it and then tore up the legs and then got underneath it and was like, "I'm such a cool guy." He killed him. Killed him dead.
Jordan Comer asked,
It's like a rock.
from what you have played / seen, do you like 15 or 16 more?
That's.
16.
I mean, 16's the better game, just
Yeah,
because of
that's
the
thing
gameplay.
is, I think I like the boys in 15 better than any of the characters.
There
in
are
this.
no characters in 16.
But like when we booted up 15 for that stream, like
Oh, man.
it was physically repulsive to me. I don't think I will ever. I don't think I will
It was.
ever be able to play that video game again.
I have no interest in it myself, but you did it. You did it. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
now I remember. You flip one of these things over, and now I remember, and it just didn't even register to me. That's excellent, as they say in
He's
Sonic
dead.
Forces.
When are we having our revisit to Sonic Forces?
Like,
You'd say it's too
shut
close.
up! Shut the hell up!
You say it's too.
Stop saying dumbass things.
These are not even making sense. No, I think. I mean, we've talked about the gameplay. The gameplay is good. It's too easy in 16 for the most part.
Here's the thing.
What up?
But
like,
it's fun.
I missed.
It's fun
I
to
whiffed.
play in 15.
Oh no!
15 is. Not
I'm making
fun
a
to
mockery
play
of it.
for
I-
me.
Say again.
Oops.
I was gonna say 16 is fun to play.
Ouch.
15 is not for me.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I do not have fun playing 15.
I'm willing to bet.
I cannot say that about very many games.
I'm willing to bet that once I have New Game Plus Final Fantasy difficulty,
Yes.
like, here's the thing. If I ever really wanted to, it's like, hey, this is a DMC that goes on for really long. If the harder difficulties are actually hard, I can just skip the cutscenes. But, like, in 15...
It's true. Also, there is. I will say there is one thing that I've unlocked where I'm like, oh, this is actually difficult.
What is it? Oh, the Bloody Palace equivalent?
Sort of.
Okay.
It's there are challenges, and it's
Okay.
like, okay, no, this one's actually like giving me a run for my money. So there's that at least.
But yeah, I don't know. I think, like, I can see a world in which, even if I wind up hating the story of Final Fantasy 16, which I don't think I will, but even if I did, I could always boot it up and play fun gameplay and
Yeah.
run around and listen to
That's
Soken
the
music
problem.
and skip the cutscenes.
Yes.
Whereas, like, with 15, I'm like, I gotta
say
slog...
that.
I gotta slog through... What?
The soundtrack's not that great.
No, but it's been fine. It's been no, but I just mean it's fine. Like, like the other night when I was playing by myself and I was running around through the desert, and he's got kind of, it sounded like an organ theme that's playing in the
Yes.
desert. I'm like, no, it's not like standout, orgasmic, but it's like, no, this is fine. This is fun. Like, I feel this is really chill. Riding around on a chocobo in this desert right now, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. But the idea of like, okay, if I booted up 15, would I be doing it for the gameplay? No. Would I be doing it for the cutscenes? Like, I don't know, 10% of them. Like, I don't think I really have reason to return to that game. But anyway,
Splendidly. Wow.
What?
Because he already
he already
paid
gave you 100. Why are you disappointed? Yeah, so reward is lower than the down payment. Of course. Commoners, you millennials are so entitled. Want your sick days and your mental health days and et cetera, et cetera.
Fair pay.
Want to be paid a little over minimum wage
Got
because
paid
you know
$20.
because
Ah!
you'd like to pay off your student loans and possibly own a house before you're 80.
What? No.
What?
How
No.
selfish. Oh yeah, you gotta find Birdson.
Birdson. That's my favorite character from Sonic 06.
Oh my bad. I forgot. I already gave him the wood. I completely forgot.
Yeah. Oh, bones.
Oh my bone.
Oh no!
I'll fix it.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry everybody, I was
Joey kicked the microphone.
I kicked the microphone. I kicked the microphone and then it just kept moving. It just kept going. That was a roller coaster. What happened to y'all's ears?
Yeah, it was a very sudden like start and stop, and it was thrilling. And then it was over in a timely manner. It didn't overstay its welcome.
Man, 16's story is not very good.
I'm very excited to play Heavensward with you
I'm very excited to play anything other than 16
and you're
for
gonna
a
be-
narrative purpose.
You're gonna be astounded. You're gonna be like the guy who wrote FF16. You're gonna be astounded.
I hope
Hey,
so,
who knows,
Commander, for
maybe-
your sake.
Listen, we still haven't beaten it. Who, maybe.
Maybe it'll be better,
Maybe
bro.
Maybe something incredible is gonna happen.
Except that almost every review, even the positive ones, tend to be like
The story's
the ending wasn't great, but I liked the rest of it.
Fython. Boy, I'm glad you.
Mom said she wants me to take over the family store someday. Can you believe that? I don't want to just help. I want to open my own store and sell whatever I want, Mom.
I'm so glad you remembered the voice you did.
I want to sell comic books, Mom.
His hands
I want to
are
sell Pokemon cards.
I want to sell weed!
I want to sell weed, Mom. Not the medical kind either. It's Town.
It's legal now, so I won't get busted as easily.
Especially here, because we're basically in the Pacific Northwest.
I want to get away from the narcs. Oh, so they need a general store. That's perfect. I can sell everything. But in the Akala region, that's pretty far out. But I guess I gotta leave the nest someday to have my own store.
Why do you talk like that?
Okay, I made up my mind. I'm going. I know. I'll gather some items on the way to Terrytown and then sell them at my new shop. Thanks for the tip, and hey, don't be a stranger. Come visit me at my new home sometime.
On the moon.
On the
Like that moon. Why? I was hoping it was
He at least is going the right way.
I was hoping he was gonna fly away.
Birdie bird.
It's much funnier that way.
Whack.
Whack.
That was worth it.
Bomb.
I found a bomb in a pot.
I will say that in this, one of the many reasons that I can't be too upset about the state of FF16 is like, it came.
Coward.
No, but here's the thing: is like other than COVID, it came out on schedule. It seems to have not had any crazy production issues, and it seems like for better or worse. Like, how do I put this? I can't tell. You don't know what they wanted to do and what they didn't want to do, and this game reeks. This game.
What is that? What in oblivion?
What in oblivion is that?
Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy 16 absolutely reeks.
Sorry, we're interrupting.
Absolutely reeks of JRPG fans will expect this, so it has to be in here.
Yeah.
And in ways that make me feel like the developers didn't want to do it, but they did it because they had to, right? But I also don't see obvious signs of studio interference, which or really unclear, muddled decision making.
I think the game they made was just mediocre.
Yeah. I think that a lot of it probably. I mean, I really think that a lot of it could have went way better if they cut RPG.
Well, it also didn't help that Sony marketed it as the only thing that can sell their console. Please God, buy a PS5.
Yeah. But I don't
because
know.
It made it where everyone expected it to be the end all be all.
But I don't know. I mean, a lot of people are really enjoying it. A lot of people don't
Good for
care.
them.
A lot of people
Good for
don't
them.
care that there's absolutely no reason for any of the political leaders in this setting to do the things that they're doing. None of them. Maybe people don't care that, like, you know.
Maybe people don't care that the Emperor is elected and yet he's able to appoint his 10-year-old son as Emperor.
Whoa! Spoilers.
Without him getting elected, even though he was elected in the first place.
That's God.
Why isn't it an elected monarchy? It doesn't make any sense.
That's the stupidest thing because I don't even watch Game of Thrones, but I'm watching it. And this happened because somebody watched too much Game of Thrones and didn't know what was going on in Game of Thrones. Right?
I'm sorry for picking them.
Like, there's tons of stuff in it around there where it's like, what's, like, this is so obviously, God. They watched a scene in Game of Thrones and they wanted to have a scene like that, but they didn't want it to be exactly the same, so they swapped out a lot of the people's positions, and then, like, but didn't think about how that would affect the makeup of the scene.
Dude, isn't it cool how Cersei Lannister and Tommen are just there? They're just there. Bro,
the kid's name is Joffrey, right?
Well, no, Joffrey's the older brother. He's more like Tommen, the younger brother.
Okay, got it.
He's more like Tommen.
Okay, all right.
Joffrey's like a prick. Tommen is little baby who doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's like when we cut it to the Holy Empire for the first time in that game. Don't worry, I'm not going to say anything that's actually relevant to
Sorry,
spoilers.
I spoiled things.
No.
It's stuff that you can call 5 hours in, though,
yeah,
so
it's fine. So, like, no significant spoilers promised. Just a couple of minor items here, right? The first time we cut to the boardroom of the Holy Empire of Sam Breek, there are a bunch of men sitting around the table bickering about, what are we going to do about this problem? And then a guy in the back stands up with a cane, and he's clearly, you know, in a power position because he's sitting by himself, and he's like, we should do this instead. And all the men are like, oh, we can't do that because it would be like this. And then the guy goes, well, it doesn't matter because we're going to do it anyway. And I'm like, wait, so why were those guys even arguing if this dude just calls all the shots, right? So we open up the active time lore to figure out what's going on, and it's like, those 4 are cardinals of the church, and the emperor is voted from a council of cardinals, and it's supposed to be a ceremonial position, but actually he wields all the power. I'm like, why is that significant? Why is that significant? Why isn't he just the emperor and these dudes are advisors? Why is it like that? Because what does it matter that supposedly he doesn't have the power? Because he just does, and there's not a single scene where like he says, okay, now you 4 have to go out and sell this as if you made the decision or something like that. So what's the point? Why is that detail there?
Good job, Josh. You freaked out Rainy Heart's parrot when you screeched.
I mean, I freaked out myself when I screamed, hence why I screamed. Because I feel like that would have been Link's reaction.
I was a little worried. I was like, I mean, it was like I could tell you to calm down because it was too late, but you were like, that was a bit much.
I'm aware.
Too much energy.
I'm sorry.
You're trying to do too much.
Like Pickle Boy.
It's because you had coffee.
Trying to be Hyrule Boy. Trying to be bombing all these trees out here, and you're trying to criticize Final Fantasy 16 at the same time. Trying to do too
story
much.
Sucks my balls.
But like,
you need to just play it, and you'll
how many characters are there in the game? How many characters? Joey, tell me how many characters are in the game who are like well developed and
you
good.
will go. Well,
the answer
this
is
doesn't
1.
change my opinions, but I'm having
The answer
fun.
is 1.
I have offered to let Joshua play, and he said
but
no.
But instead, he's like, no, I'm gonna stew in my anger and not give this game any credit.
Yes.
It looks really easy.
It is. It's also fun.
It is fun.
There are some games that are easy and fun.
It's true.
Like Kirby.
And I will say...
And if I want to play Kirby, I'll play Kirby.
I will say what's probably happening right now is I'm developing muscle memory and combos that are going to serve me very well when I go into the hard mode, assuming the hard mode is hard.
All I'm saying is FF7R was fun during a first playthrough, not only because the gameplay was fun, but also because the story was fun.
Joshua, if I play 10 games this year and they're all good, if I play 11 games this year and they're all good, FF16 might not crack my top 10 games list. FF7 Remake was at the top of my list for that year, you may recall.
Yes, he is just Renly! I said that like 2 hours ago while we were playing it! Oh my gosh, thank you! And then he has a guy who's literally just Loris Tyrell. He's right there.
Simmer down, Tater Tot. You gotta calm down.
It's literally Loris Tyrell is there in the scene.
It's okay.
It's
okay.
The same scene happened.
It's not the end of the world.
It sucks my ass.
It's yes, but anyway, what we're getting to is a confusing scene happens where we're not clear on who has authority, and we open up the active time lore, and it makes the situation murkier. And then a little later on, the Emperor just says, "Hey, my 8-year-old possibly invalid son is the Emperor now." But wait, I thought the Emperor was elected. You can just do that? Why? Also, to what end? Because your bitch of a wife told you to? But
she's like Cersei Lannister, bro.
Like, I mean, why does he think did she just say, like, I'm not gonna have sex with you anymore if you don't make my son the Emperor? Like, why is he going along with it? How does it benefit him?
Oh
What's happening?
Anyway, any more discussion on this and y'all are gonna start letting things slip.
It's true. I'm not gonna say anything more. Other than this.
I already made the one spoiler stuff.
Other than this, in Game of Thrones, obviously they all want to get that throne. The throne game they're trying to win is they want a particular throne, right? However,
trying to get that throat.
People are not like, I want it for myself. I want to help this person get in that position, or I want to be in an advantageous position when hypothetically whoever wins the throne game, I want to be safe. I want them to be beholden to me.
And basically, at any given time, there's usually only like 3 claimants to said throne. And, like, other people are more just like, oh, I want more autonomy for my region. Or, I want to declare independence.
So the point is, you have all these characters who are talking politics and scheming, but they tend to have diverse and somewhat complex goals. And also, they tend to vary in character. Some of them are truly the scum of the earth. Some of them are nice people. Some of them are pragmatists. All of the political figures in FF16 are evil shitbags. And all they want is land. So there's no point in cutting to rooms where they're having political discussions, because they're all evil shitbags who want to kill other people to get land. So there's no point in cutting to them discussing treaties or should we invade those people or not, because it doesn't matter, because they're evil shitbags who want land.
Yahoo.
Yay.
You got a big party truffle.
It's not good. It's bad.
It's so bizarre that FF14 is in a, like, it is in a genre that is considered to be incompatible with complicated storytelling. And it is like, and it is weaving, even, you know, Josh, like, you know, people are like, oh, A Realm Reborn sucks. The patches are, some people say the patches are worse, which baffles me.
They're not. They're way better.
And, like, I mean, you went through those patches, and, like, I mean, obviously...
As it was going, I was like, oh my gosh, the political thing that's going to happen. I see it unfolding. I see what's happening. Oh no, this is going to go really bad. Oh crap, it went worse than I could have imagined.
But, like, here's this, right? Here's the thing, is that situation, sure, like, if you read actual political thrillers, or, like, you know, history, it's not that crazy.
Well, yeah.
It's not super sophisticated.
Yeah.
But by video game standards...
It's good.
It's quite good. Like, I can't think of that many video games that actually have good political intrigue. Okay. I don't know, maybe L.A. Noire?
Yeah.
Like, maybe the last fourth of L.A. Noire? I don't know if that counts, though. It's not quite the same thing. There aren't many video games about statecraft. Other than, like, you know, obviously, like, you know, grand strategy games, but that's not the same thing.
I was going to say, that's a whole other shebang.
It's just very strange that they dropped the ball so much in this one.
Yeah.
Maybe they realize that nobody does it, so like, we don't even have to bother.
Dude, the funny thing is that the Emperor of the Empire, he has the exact same voice as Tywin Lannister, which is why he abdicates.
Even I've noticed that, and I haven't watched the show
because and that's why he abdicates, is because Tywin Lannister in Game of Thrones isn't the guy in the chair; he's the guy behind the chair. So to make it more like Game of Thrones, we need to put his grandson on the throne so that he can be more like the guy in the chair, the guy behind the chair, who's there. It's
the guy behind the chair who's there. That's my favorite guy over there at the chair.
It's painful. It is painful.
Yo. Hey. How's it going, man?
Second.
Okay, sure. Take your time.
What if he just said hey and Link just stared?
Got 50 bundles of wood? Yeah, I got them. I got the stuff.
Oh, that's
Can
excellent.
I have them? You're a lifesaver. We should ask that Rito to pick up some wood on the way over. I actually want to talk to you about something a little personal. What's wrong? Oh, it's not that kind of personal. Actually, I got engaged.
No way!
Congratulations! Thank you. To who? To Ronson.
Damn! This boy moves fast!
Well, again, to be clear, this is something you're supposed to do over a big stretch of time.
I know, but still.
Yeah. Anyway, we want to have a little ceremony to celebrate, but we need someone priest-like to officiate. Could you look for someone priest-like for us? Priest-like, huh? You're looking for people devout enough to have a priest-like person. I'd suggest Azora.
Oh my gosh. You know, I would get one of them there Catholics. I see them with all the incense down there. I bet you they'd be real spiritual. This guy's so racist.
Oh boy. Good luck, you'll need it. This seems like a real
What do you
long
mean
shot.
he's racist? He's not getting with a Hylian.
One last wrinkle. Yeah, in accordance with the official Bolts
My French supermodel girlfriend, you don't know her, she goes to another school.
Son.
Anyway, but yeah, if you run anyone who fits that description. Now this guy, we actually did talk to. I took note of him because I remembered this dude specifically when we were running through earlier in this. There was a dude, he's literally talking about, I'm getting old, I'd like the joy of, like, one last time helping to wed a happy couple. Like, he literally says that when we talk to him.
How convenient.
Yeah, I know, right? Do you want to just wrap this whole quest line right now?
Yes.
Okay, sure.
But, dude, he's not like Tywin Lannister, though, because
enough?
he's not, because he's married to Cersei and not her dad.
Vasak, you need me for something?
Savak.
You should say Savaba now.
Saba.
Sasaba now. But you've already heard, Hudson and I are engaged. Congratulations. Sucks so. Hudson isn't all that great at things besides his chosen profession, but I guess that isn't a huge deal, is it? You should talk to him if you want to know more.
That's not reassuring, but
Where's
alright.
the store?
Do the other characters have, well, he's just passionate. She's just saying he's passionate.
That's true.
She loves him because he's so passionate
That's
about
good.
his work.
No, that is good. It's just framed.
Oh, look, I'm selling all these different types of things like arrows, 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 arrows.
And gears.
And gears. Pop. Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
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 It's been a while. I forgot what I was doing for him already.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna go back to Birdly. Hey, it's remember me? Fryson.
Fison. How do you mispronounce a 5-letter word where 3 of the letters
After
are
I
spelled?
left Rito Village, some bandits tried to mug me. Luckily for me, they didn't have wings or abs of steel. My IQ was simply too high for those bird brains. Terrytown is really great. Nice weather. No moms to annoy me and tell me to turn off the cube. Am I right, gamers?
Oh my god.
It's really great being able to run my own shop and sell all the things I want. Anyway, I'm open for business, so shop to your heart's content, fellow smarty.
Ew.
Can you buy those gears, or is that just their...
We gotta play Deltarune Chapter 2 at some point.
Yeah.
We still never got around to that.
No, we didn't. I have
Birdly-
abstained from watching anybody for the
Birdly
very
is
purpose.
in it. Because you remember Birdly.
Yeah.
He's in it for like 2 seconds. In Chapter 1. Birdly's in Chapter 2 a lot.
Good.
Hey, Joey, because I know you'll cry otherwise.
Excellent. Now we got double digits. No, we have more than... I thought you just bought one to piss me off.
I wish.
But I wasn't going to let you have it. I wasn't going to let you have me being pissed off.
That's fair.
Team, I said that guy's mom is gonna die alone in a retirement home.
Oh no.
I don't care, Mom. What have you ever done for me? Didn't even
no.
support my dreams of opening my own store. We can't let lesser beings hold us back, Noel. Us smarties with high IQs gotta stick together. Queen! I made a statue representing our brilliance together.
I want to die.
Let's just say I've watched Deltarune Chapter 2, and I've been practicing for whenever we play
I
it.
have taken brain damage.
Psychic damage is bad enough, but brain damage, much
Yes.
worse.
Brain damage is the physical version of psychic damage.
Oh, Birdly, my favorite person. I am so happy to see you. Lying.
Where's this guy?
Frame rate does
He's
not
above.
This place.
He's in the upper
Who
echelons.
the hell?
He's because he's a holy
Oh
man,
my
Joshua.
gosh,
He's in the
the
upper
frames.
echelons. He's in the upper echelons of this little place. Yeah.
No, but I thought all of the Zoro were spiritual, according to Bolson, the least
Bulby-
racist man on Earth.
Bulby spiritual.
Oh my gosh. You
Bulby
can't say
Bulby
that.
was the giant space rock. Bulby spiritual.
No, Bulby worshiped giant space rock.
I think
Bulby
he's like he became the giant space
No,
rock. like,
no,
meditated.
it's Bulby.
Oh, okay.
He
worships
Bulby.
it? Okay,
Yeah,
alright,
Bulby. Yeah, came for giant.
He's around behind there. He's
yeah,
back. He's back
Bulby
behind the stairs.
worshipped giant space rock. Bulby spiritual.
All
That's
right,
what he
whatever.
said.
This is the guy.
What?
Captain.
Snail.
Um,
Sneaky.
He just slurped that. That didn't go into his inventory. He just picked that up and slurped that down as he's talking to this
yeah.
guy.
Tossed it.
If during your travels you meet any engaged couples, I would like you to introduce them to me. Joining two souls is a true honor. One I shall stake my life on. Just one more wedding, and I shall be fulfilled.
Get a load of this!
Get a load of this! I've been waiting to hear those words. Now please tell me the specifics.
Oh no. Interracial? I won't do that.
The Supreme Court said I don't have to. As for the location,
oh my god.
Terrytown in Akala. Akala isn't too far from here. It would please me to hurry there right away. By yourself? Yes, please. Whatever you like. Yeah, by yourself. No need to worry about me. I have always had confidence in my fins and feet. I'm not so frail as all that, young man. Back in my day, I was a champion Olympic athlete swimmer. Yes, even by the standards of Zora, I was quite the swimmer.
Oh, it was quite a catch. You see, that's a fish pun.
It was a
because we are
fish pun.
people.
We don't normally make those because we consider them kind of like microaggressions, and we don't like to encourage it in Hylian visitors, but you seem chill, so I thought I'd make an exception.
You didn't turn it up.
Get that snail. There's another one.
No.
Please. It's right there.
Josh is looking at his phone.
It glows the color of Monster Energy.
I love Monster Energy. It's my
I don't.
favorite.
It sucks.
I've never had Monster Energy in my life.
not good.
Nor have I had Mountain Dew.
Mean Bean, though. Mean Bean though is good.
Yeah, I know you like your stupid Mean Bean.
I liked it even before I knew the name was a Sonic reference.
Okay, I'm leaving this place.
But there's a snail. Oh, you'll rue the day.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Sorry. Mark. God.
What's wrong with you?
This is so mean. I can't read it on. I'll show it to you guys
Don't.
afterwards. It's too mean for the air.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Mean towards who?
It does women.
Oh no.
The American people are
Let me put it this way: the beginning part of it is cruel and not funny. It's the second part that's funny, but I'm just not even gonna talk about it on the air. Look at it later.
Use your imagination, everybody. Think of something cruel and
Think of
funny.
something absolutely horrible. That's what Jacob's talking about.
Yeah, the worst thing you can think
Just
of.
like-
I
just
thought
like-
it was funny.
Just like Marion and Indy.
Stop. That ship has sailed.
No.
Also, as a point of reference, we didn't bring this up. Oh crap! What's the actress's name who plays
Karen
Marion?
Allen.
Karen Allen. She has said in interviews, "Look, it was messed up. You know, it was messed up. It's stupid." I like to think when she said I was a child, she was 18. She just didn't you know, she felt taken advantage of because of that, but she's not. No, it was stupid. It wasn't. That didn't happen that way.
Okay, can you turn up the volume?
But who's in charge? Karen Allen or George Lucas?
George was always in charge.
She doesn't know what's happening with my action figures. I make all the decisions. I'm George Lucas. It's called Lucasfilm, idiot.
I make the canon.
I make the canon. I wrote all the Star Wars books.
I love
I
that this
wrote
guy was
them myself.
prepared to not get married until he found someone with the name Son.
Really
to
is
be,
amazing.
To be ordained.
But you were able to
Couldn't
find
just go
someone
somewhere else.
priest-like who also had an acceptable name.
Literally, this man is
Next
the most.
is.
This man is both racist and ableist. You have to have the right name, and you have to be from the right family, and you have to be the right race.
Well, he didn't say it had to be Azora. He just said go check with them. 'Cause
You'll
they
probably
are.
find someone there. I'll have to invite guests in order to hold a ceremony. I'm talking about my old boss, Bolson, and my subordinate, Carson. I see. However, I've got to prepare for the ceremony, so my hands are full. Could you invite them for me? Of course. You're a lifesaver. Excellent. I'm counting on you.
Of course you can.
Of course you can.
I'm sorry, Eric. That was really uncool of me.
I like to believe every time somebody else is introduced to the town, they go through the what the hell just happened, and everybody's like, no. He just does that. It's okay.
You know something else
He just
odd?
orbs every now
You know
and
something
then.
else odd about maybe I gotta replay it. I mean, literally, we are replaying Final Fantasy VII Remake just very slowly. I haven't worked on it in a little while because we've been working on.
I've played it multiple times. So
We're
you
working
can
on
ask
another
me.
project. I will say this: the localization on FF16 is pretty good. Like, you know, it was.
Yeah, it's good.
It was translated into English and recorded in English first. Like the
Yeah.
script, it's not bad.
It's like
it
fine.
is. It is overly verbose. They
Way too
never.
verbose.
They never say one sentence where 6 sentences will do. And that's a bit of a problem because it does. That's part of why I started mashing through stuff. Was not that it was uninteresting. It's like, okay, I get it. Let's
I
let's
get
go.
it. I need to go kill these gerblins. Where did they?
It's nighttime.
It's nighttime. Go to sleep.
Just go sleep in your
Go to
bed, dude.
bed.
Go to sleep. Wake up, Pikachu.
Get used to it. It's your life now.
So for the overall, the localization's pretty good. And I would say in general, I haven't heard like a bad vocal performance in 16, and there's a lot of voice actors in the game. There's some bland performances, like we talked about. I feel like I'm a little bit let down by what Clive has transitioned into for most of his performance, but like nobody's bad in the game really. Even characters I don't like very much, totally fine performances. Oh, this will be fun. Okay, dude, looks like rain. We're headed out.
Turn it up.
Finally, we've been waiting for this day.
What do you mean by that?
Our friend finally found a girl. It's freaking stupid.
It's perfect.
Somebody in chat just said, I make the canon? No, I am the canon, George Lucas. Reminds me of a post I have saved on my desktop. I have it right. I wish I could find it. I got it here. Yeah, I saved this ages ago. As a George Lucas's Snoke and Star Wars is real. Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, my ass. Did he scare you as much as he scared me? That was like pre-Force Awakens coming out.
George Snoke. I knew it the whole time. It was me. It was me, James. The author of all your pain.
Oh my god.
Remember that? Remember Spectre?
I was when we watched.
That movie sucked.
We watched Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace with Joey, and it's like these are really good. And then I thought like we could watch Skyfall and Spectre, and or we could not. We could just stop here.
This is when Daniel Craig decided he didn't want to be James Bond
Quantum
anymore.
of Solace is such a good stopping point too.
Yeah.
Because the character feels emotionally detached from all of that by the time you get to Skyfall, and then Spectre tries to reconnect it really arbitrarily. When he picks up the tape that says Vesper Lind in Spectre,
it sucks.
like Casino Royale is one of my favorite movies of that type, at least. When I remember being in the theater and he picked up the tape and I was like, "Oh please God!" And he tosses it to the side without remarking on it. At least he has like a moment of like, and then he throws it aside. But like it was like the fact that it was in there, I was like, Jesus, stop. Leave me alone. And then at the end...
Leave me alone!
And then at the end, Blofeld Xeroxes all of the dead characters and puts them up on walls. Be like, look, James, see? All of that was me, somehow. Because I don't like you very much because you're better at skiing than me. I'll avoid spoiling the details of exactly what the hell I mean by that because one day Joey will watch it and he'll get a real kick out of how stupid that movie
Okay,
is.
let's go.
Alrighty, let's go.
Time for wedding.
I like how the fountain in town or whatever, the little pond looks very fancy now.
Mm-hmm. He played on an organ. Yes, silence please everyone. We shall now begin. We are gathered here today to join Hudson and Ronson in matrimony. Hudson?
The outfit's the exact same.
It's white.
He's got a bow tie.
It's white and off green. He's got a bow tie on. Yeah.
What a king.
Before these eyes of the witness, these witnesses, and before those of Goddess Hylia, do you take Ronson to be your wife, to have and to hold in good times and in bad?
Oi.
I do. Excellent. Look, did somebody? That NPC wasn't invited to the wedding, but they were just idling in the background. You initiated the cutscene, and now they're just stuck there.
They're frozen.
They're just stuck there.
You shall never leave.
Why isn't
this
every
place.
NPC who lives in this town a part of this cutscene?
Because you may have not talked to them, and it would be weird.
Oh my god. And Ronson, before the eyes of these witnesses and before those of Goddess Hylia.
Why did I say Goddess Hylia, not the Goddess Hylia?
There are multiple goddesses, aren't there?
Not multiple named Hylia.
Yeah. Do you take Hudson to be your lawfully wedded husband in sickness and in health? And do you always vow to name your children in accordance with the Bolson construction naming guidelines? Wait a moment. Those vows are not traditional by anyone's standards. What makes you say that? They're as traditional as it gets. I don't think she means traditional in that sense of the word. A vow of undying tradition.
I hate this guy.
And a vow of guidelines compliance. I'll take that vow. Think of future generations.
I hate this place.
Well, those are the guidelines. I do. Excellent.
Just sign here.
And so, dearly beloved, please help me in greeting this newly married couple. I love Bolson. I mean, sorry,
Hudson.
I wish the
name's
new
Bolson.
couple
Bolson.
nothing but the utmost happiness as they set out on this journey of marital bliss. It's Hudson who's running this Bolson creative, or is it the other way around?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Okay.
It's called the Bolson Construction Company because Bolson's
I
the
couldn't
leader.
remember if that was what it was called in the next game where he makes his own construction company. That's why I was getting turned around. Just his
Okay.
enthusiasm.
Well,
he
let's
was
listen to this song now.
point being him bringing
Turn it
him
up.
really.
Crank it, Shinji.
He was bringing a lot of energy to that wedding with his
Crank it,
confetti there.
Shinji.
The song changes the real reward.
basically adds in leitmotifs for every single town in the game, or for every single, you know.
Because we're
races in the
creating,
game.
much like the Crystalline Dominion, which is supposedly neutral territory governed by a council of representatives from each nation.
That we never see.
But we never see that.
Never once.
I was gonna say like America, but then you just had to put the knife in the throat of FF16. That was awesome. I mean, this is very American.
It's true. It's true.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's true. Yeehaw.
Just like Epcot.
Absolutely. Basically.
We have this again. We have.
This is basically
everyone has to have the same house with the newest technology.
Yeah. This is
everyone.
This is,
There are outgoing circles of paths from the center of town.
This is the original.
Where Walt Disney lives. Here.
This is the original Walt Disney like crypto fascist vision for Epcot.
You must and be named Bolson. The donkey is beautiful, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. I love that donkey. No, for real. Let's stop.
Awesome.
Let's linger here for a moment. Let's honestly appreciate
Look
this.
at that dude.
This game has great art design. That donkey's fantastic.
He's got some drip
his finery, his freaking all of his everything he's loaded down with.
Donkey.
Like legitimately great. Fantastic. What a game. Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah.
That counts as donkey.
We got a picture of a donkey in our compendium or not?
I think we do, yes.
Oh.
Or no, we don't. It says orange.
Oh yeah, well let's get in front of him and take a nice.
Well, yeah, but first we gotta take a heroic picture with said donkey, right?
Okay, sure. Whatever you like, man. Do you want to go around to the other side so you can have the hand out like you're scratching under his chin?
That's a good idea.
This donkey just doesn't care. He just wants us to leave him alone.
Oh crud. Oh, we gotta get. I gotta go deeper.
Gotta go deeper. We gotta really get up in
Leo.
there. Really get up in there.
Okay.
Leo.
Is this too close? Oh,
What's the?
It boosted you away.
What's the bit? You just like turn the camera so it looks like you're doing it.
It's true. Perspective.
Force perspective. Yeah, just like the Lord of the Rings movies.
He's sniffing your. Oh.
This donkey hates me.
No, don't worry. Almost done. Almost done. You're almost there. Just after a moment. He's just getting a little nibble, and then
He's just taking a sip.
perfect.
Woo!
Excellent.
Donkey.
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 Welcome to Epcot. The most terrifying American city in the world.
Yes, Dean Weiss, it is canon that Gerudo women, if they have children with Hylian men, the kids come out 100% Gerudo, because Gerudo women can't give birth to men that aren't Ganon.
They're like the Asari.
Ganondorf, I mean.
They're like the Asari.
I'm gonna say, yeah.
Except every now and then they birth an Antichrist. Like, it's,
Like the Asari.
like the Asari. Because, I mean, Liara's,
They kinda- actually,
Liara's
no.
annoying as hell.
Actually, that is real because the Asari have the Ardite Galaxy.
Oh shit, you're right.
They did birth.
Was that copied from Zelda?
I don't think so.
I think it was straight up copied.
No, because it's not just one person.
Well, it also
at a
sounds
time.
like the Sithari, which is also a thing from KOTOR that was...
Did you say Sith? I thought I heard someone saying my name.
Shut up, Palpy.
Shut up.
Daruk's protection is ready to roll.
Darude's Sandstorm.
Ba-ba-da-ba-doo.
He's a happy guy.
Da-ba-da-ba-doo.
Can't blame him. Look at him.
Get a snapshot of that boy. Yeah.
Woo!
He's living his best life out here.
So this was a fun side quest, but now that the town is finished, is there anything left?
No.
But no, this is the most robust side quest in the game. This was like the often cited thing of like, it really sucks that this game is this big, but there's like, it doesn't have any of the like emotional impact of a Majora, and this was often cited as like the exception of like, no, seeing this like unfold
Yes.
as you're going through it.
Yeah,
is,
and that
fun.
is a reward in and of itself.
Yeah.
But is there any reward for doing this?
No.
Other than the town.
There are shops here. There's a lot of NPCs hanging out, and there's a cool new.
If you
theme.
don't do the Gerudo side quest to get the Gerudo male armor, like the Secret Club one, you can also get it here.
Okay.
Okay, he does have one other quest. Let's see what it is. We're not going to do it right now, but...
Hey there.
Are you crying? Just something in his eye. You know it happens every time. I think about the love that I thought would save me. Oh, he just gives me stuff.
Diamonds.
All the world's gems are
What do you mean you have no use for them? Well, I mean, I guess $3
Money.
is the reward.
I'm pretty sure that's $1,500.
It is, but he said we have no use
Doggy!
for
So
Doggy.
the thing that I was starting to
He
say,
got his tail.
I was starting to say ages ago about the localization of FF16. Like, it's a little overly verbose. It could be a lot terser, but it is well localized, right?
Yes.
And I think all the performances are pretty good. Compared to Final Fantasy VII Remake, where while I do think it has,
I thought we had a picture of a dog for sure.
while I
We
do,
definitely had a picture of a dog.
I think you probably deleted it,
Woo!
or maybe it's a different breed.
Are there different breeds?
I don't know. Pop open our camera compendium and find out.
But yes, localization.
By the album.
With regards to the localization for Final Fantasy games, I think the localization of FF7 is really good.
I guess not.
Did they get deleted somehow?
I think we did in Tears of the Kingdom.
Must have been. We didn't do it in this playthrough. Yeah, that must be what it is. I think the localization of FF7 Remake is really good especially by the standards of other Square Enix and just JRPGs in general. It's really good. And most of the actors, I think, are doing a good job, especially by anime standards, because they're doing a lot of anime-esque lines, and I think most people in FF7 are handling it pretty well. But I was just thinking, okay, so you've got...
I want to see if I can cut down this tree by throwing an axe at it. Dang it.
Final Fantasy 16 recorded in English first, by English actors first, English mocap first, right? Maybe I got I started this 20-30 minutes ago now. I was saying maybe I got to go through FF7 first to get a more direct point of comparison. I feel like FF7 was way speedier.
It was.
It's definitely got a lot of quiet moments of the characters going anime grunts instead of actually having dialogue, or going and looking between one another for no reason instead of saying something. It has those, but playing FF16 it feels like you could be cutting stuff out of it constantly, just dead air.
Yeah.
And I feel like FF7 wasn't that bad, but maybe I'm imagining it. I don't know. The main thing it's interesting because I don't know. It's almost like the script of FF14 tend to be a bit overly verbose, and that's part of why a lot of people assume the story's bad and just so they get impatient and they mash through it because there's a bit too much dialogue. I do think comparing between the two of these, I can see there's a lot of words here, but I think in 14 they tend to be more relevant and more funny, and I'm more invested in what's going on in the first place anyway, so I care more about reading it. But the main thing is this is a lot of people who worked with Matsuno or are Matsuno fans, and the main thing that I point at Matsuno's writing that is actually a standout in the video game industry in general is it is terse. It is tight.
Yeah.
It is punchy. He will have very brief scenes where a lot of stuff happens.
Yep.
And I mean, there are plenty of video games that are like that, but typically video games that are that's because a conventional video game doesn't care about writing that much. And so we got to go here next, and that's the scene. What I mean is that Matsuno packs a lot of meaning, a lot of characterization, a lot of intrigue, and as the video game player, we need to go do this next, into 2 or 3 minute chunks. Really efficiently, really tight, and boy, FF16 needs that.
I love how it says Nest of Link.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it's good.
Wait, what?
It says Nest of Link.
Nest of Link.
I mean, Hylian is very similar to just regular alphabet script.
English.
And I don't know what else that would say but Nest, and that's definitely of Link. I don't know what it says below it.
It's copyright.
Copyright.
Ali W says we should go find Robbie. I disagree. I think we should. I think we should wrap the stream because it's getting a little late.
That's why I came back here.
Yeah, we got to go find dinner.
I wonder what's for dinner.
We got to go find dinner and
Put
watch
the
Samurai
sword on
Champloo.
the thing.
Say again?
Didn't you get the? You got a legendary weapon.
Yeah, we hung it up. Daruk's weapon's already up there.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't. Wow.
Did we get a bow from the Rito?
We never got it because we were full up, and I just.
Oh, it's just still.
It was before we had the house.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we'll go back for it later.
There.
I thought about going and grabbing it right now, but we can just as easily do it later.
We'll get it next time. We'll get it next time. Yeah. I think that's all for today, folks. But it is the end of the stream, so we have to do something every time we wrap up the stream.
Wish you were here.
Not that.
No. There's an armor you gotta equip.
No, not an armor. Well, the armor is optional. There's something else we do every single time.
If I were playing,
You're in the
I
right
already
menu
showed
now.
it earlier.
But we always end here.
Well, because this is what's important. This is what it culminates.
This is what we're building towards. We're reminding the audience this is the real end game. You get to flip over 2 more menus to see Destroy Ganon. That's just a distraction.
That is a distraction.
Hey, do we want to
from
get
the
it
real
right
one.
now?
No, next time. Not right now. We got stuff. We gotta go. It's late. We gotta go, dude. Joey has to leave like sooner than normal tonight, so we gotta wrap up.
And I'm gonna be the one that does it. I'm gonna be in control when we're doing the Xenoblade 2 quest.
Pull the menu back up so I can end the stream.
Also, that's the wrong song, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's the wrong game. You're not doing. You should be doing like Roaming the Wastes or something.
I don't know
I
any
don't
of the
know-
songs
I
from
don't
2 'cause it
either.
sucks.
Da-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na, da-da-na-da-da-da-da-na-na-na,
That song sucks. The only songs I know from that game are from Torna the Golden Country.
Why do you know those?
expansion.
Why do you know those?
Because they're better.
Okay, and
Put
Why
the
do you
menu
know
back.
that?
Put it back on.
Put it back. Take it
so I can
back.
end the stream. Put it back. No, put
We
it
can't-
on.
wait,
Put it on.
No, we can't end the stream yet.
Put it on.
You can't kill him yet. I need him.
No, because Broker Lower gave us $2. Said JJ and J.
Oh, that
So we
is-
can't end it yet.
Thank you, Broker Lore, for the $2. We can't buy it anymore. The eShop's gone.
No!
How will we ever get the full story?
Joshua, put up Xenoblade.
Go back to Xenoblade.
Put up Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
I need to imagine that game. I need to imagine that.
No!
I need to imagine that I'm playing that game and rolling the gacha for the characters. I don't know how that game works, but I know there's gacha involved.
Don't worry, we'll buy the DLC.
Dean Weiss says counting towards the Remind Fund. No, Dean Weiss, that's not what we said. The deal was if a single person, an individual on their own, handed me $1 million in cash, then I would edit it. Not cumulative over the course of YouTube or my career. One person hands me physically in
What
cash $1
tutorial
million.
have we not gotten?
Oh, who cares? Oh, who cares?
Bring it back. Put the Xenoblade up.
Put
Wait a
Xenoblade
minute.
Chronicles 2
This
up.
is the lock on ability thing. Because you only get it by talking to the old man at a very specific point. Maybe we didn't get it. I feel like we did though. Maybe this game just
Then go hover over the name of a better game then if you think this game sucks so much.
Yeah, like Xenoblade.
One sec, I'll find
Chronicles
one.
2.
For the love of God. Are you just gonna hover over like the Wind Waker outfit or something? Don't we have some of that?
Well, yeah, but I'm gonna see if there's a name of a game hidden here.
There's
somewhere.
not. There's not.
What if like Half-Life is in here though?
Can we please?
Hover over the egg and we can think it's that one.
You're
Sega
holding
game.
this hostage. We have to go.
Oh, these are 2 Pokemon games. They're pretty good.
Wow, and one of them's also Rooster Teeth.
It's true, but they're not Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Please.
Please mouse over Xenoblade Chronicles 2 so we can go get food.
Don't break tradition. We were just talking about tradition.
Oh my God! Did you just turn the Wii U off?
Yep.
You're a bastard. Why have you done this to me?
You
The
son
dream,
of a-
the dream is dead. No.
And just like that, the cycle is broken. Humanity can finally live in peace.
You're not allowed to get the last word on this, so I'm hitting any now before you can talk. Ha!